attended Davidson and graduated in the class of 1982. Kevin played football, baseball, ran track and cross country. He was a four-year letterman and was all-county and all-state in cross country. Kevin is on the all-class reunion committee. Kevin has been on the Davidson Athletic Hall of Fame committee since its inception 15 years ago and currently co-chairs the Hall of Fame Athletic Committee. He is married to his wife, Mary Day, and two of his three children from Davidson. Jerry Ray graduated from Davidson in 1976 and was an active member of the symphonic and marching band. She received her undergraduate degree from the University of South Alabama and her master's degree from the University of Alabama. She worked as a therapist. She was president of the Football Booster Program and the Touchdown Club for 12 years. She became co-chair of the Athletic Hall of Fame in 2008 and received the Distinguished Citizen Award in 2019. Her son James graduated from Davidson in 2010. We are honored to have Kevin Day and Sherry.
Hi, and welcome to this Thursday night matchup between the Davidson Warriors and the Jackson Aggies.
Yep.
And I'm Stephen Duke here with my partner Jaden. Jaden, this is definitely going to be a matchup.
It's something.
Yeah. Maybe not the most important game. Davidson is locked in, secure to go to the playoffs. Jackson, I think they still need to win this game.
Well, they're secure for the playoffs. I believe they're fighting for home field advantage. Maybe they're not. I know a couple of their regional rivals have one loss. So T.R. Miller and St. Michael's both play each other the other night. So one of them has two losses, but the other one does have one loss. I guess their one loss is against Jackson. So, but at the same time, it is important for I think it's more important for Davidson than you realize because Jackson is they're a good football team. They might be 4A, they might be 3As less than Davidson, but they have 7A talent. They have 8A talent, honestly. I think they can go toe-to-toe with any team from Mobile. I think they could go toe-to-toe with Saraland, too, honestly. I think they could be competitive. And Davidson's about to play Phoenix City, Steven.
Yeah, especially. It's definitely nice to get some reps against a team like this when you're going up against just a monster opponent like Central Phoenix. Especially when you've got a couple guys coming back this week that you really want to get some reps. We see Hudson Spivey making his return probably tonight. He's definitely available to go, but we've seen Davidson have success with the kind of offense they've been running. They've been scoring and winning games like how they need to, and maybe we'll see Spivey, but if the game plan keeps working how they want it to, I don't think we're going to see too many reps from him.
It depends on what Coach Cawley wants to do with this game. A dynamic play caller with better talent, I would say, from like your Nick Sabans, your NFL coaches, they would put Spivey out there. They would give him the reps against a dominant team. Then, especially as you said, Steven, the game doesn't matter in the sense of a record basis. It doesn't matter. As a tune-up, though, Hudson Spivey needs to go. I mean, I'm looking at these lists of players they have in Jamarian Gordon, Juicy Gordon. He's a sophomore 5-star defensive back. He's got offers from Auburn, Georgia, Tennessee, Penn State, South Carolina, and Arkansas. I mean,
yeah.
As a sophomore, that's crazy. Like, that's not.
Yeah, I don't think too many colleges have been hitting up my line yet.
maybe next week. This is a breakout game.
Yeah, I think so. And we see Jackson getting ready to line up for their run out over there, and there is definitely a plethora of players that you're going to want to look out for. Quarterback number 1, Landon Duckworth, a 4-star, and yet only a sophomore. He is already committed to South Carolina. A little early. I don't know if we'll stick there. Don't really see that happen a lot. Just staying with that one college, but you never know. Just under 1,500 passing yards on the season with 23 passing TDs and only 3 interceptions. So he knows where to put the ball. He doesn't make, risky passes that can just lead to turnovers. So, yeah. And then another offensive superstar, Number 3, Nasir Powell, kind of a wide receiving, just machine over there. He is a senior, so he's not as young as some of the other guys, but he's already got 32 receptions with 430 receiving yards on the season and 9 reception touchdowns. So he's kind of the big target here for Duckworth. And then just another name to call out, number 13, Xavier E.J. Crowell. They call him E.J. He's a freshman running back.
Freshman.
And as I look at my list here, we see offers from Ole Miss, Oregon, and Arizona. And boy, if those aren't the most offensive-minded teams you can think of right now, I don't know. Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, definitely a guy who likes to spread that ball around. And Oregon, just a really high-scoring team. He already has 1,000 yards on the ground through just 8 games as a freshman, and has got 100-plus yards in over 6 games this season, and already 16 rushing touchdowns. And man, bunch of yards, you must think they're handing it off to him every single play, but just 99 carries so far.
That's when I hear people talk about Jackson, I hear one name stands out every time. It's Landon Duckworth. Landon Duckworth, I mean, I saw him on X recently, and this is like by chance. I was out looking at Jackson football, literally scrolling through my feed one Friday night, and it was like Landon Duckworth did this, and it was some insane pass or something. But yeah, I mean, he is the offensive juggernaut on this team. But I also about the freshman. That's what he is referred to as, is the freshman running back, because he is great. He's great as a freshman. This is not DJ Butler senior level talent. DJ Butler is obviously insanely great, no question there. But this dude is talented, has the stats to back it up, and is a freshman.
Yeah, I mean, not much more you can say. We see our captains lined up there for the coin toss. Senior night. So these guys definitely, even though it's not, like we said, an important game, definitely still an important game for them. I mean, it's senior night, parents out here, fans showing up. So you want to be able to show out for your squad as they shake hands out there.
I would like to see Davidson, Coach Cawley specifically, come out here and show a little bit of ingenuity, I think is the right word. I think they can't play their traditional game because there's no point in it. Because let's be real, Steven, you're the heavy underdog, so you aren't going to beat them straight up. Like, not by you running the ball every play with Derek Butler. Jackson's offense averages 43 points per game this year.
Jeez.
And we said they're a 4A school, and you might think, okay, they're playing nobody. They play school. St. Michael's is coached by Phillip Rivers, has his son. His son led the whole country in passing yards at one point in the season as a freshman. They play T.R. Miller. If you know high school football, you know T.R. Miller is a good school. They're going to play Andalusia and teams like that. Those are powerhouses that would easily beat 7A schools. So this 43 points a game, that's ridiculous, but it's not the most ridiculous thing about Jackson's team. Their defense has held they've only allowed one game with double-digit points. One game. They average 6.25 points a game on defense. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is crazy. And then Jackson's linebackers, normally, this is not has anything to do with this year at all. Jackson's linebackers normally have the highest tackles in the state. Their Mike linebackers that means they have athleticism through the teeth. That is literally, they're an athletic school.
Yeah, just all facets of the ball. And we saw Davidson run out earlier. Definitely can't, short some of these guys that Davidson has seen show up throughout the season.
Oh, absolutely.
Of course, number 9, Derek Butler. But even just like number 7, Anthony Rabb, we saw him out there at the captain position for the coin toss. He's been a very big target throughout the year. You struggle, especially when you've kind of had just so many different hands take the snaps. It's hard as a receiver for you to be able to just consistently get the ball in your hands. But he's been able to definitely, kind of move around to where they need him, and he's definitely shown up this season.
Especially when Spivey went down and little Spivey came in. I can't remember his name. Is it Micah?
Micah Spivey.
Micah Spivey came in, the freshman. I mean, it's not his fault that he's not ready for a varsity level football team yet. nothing to do with him. He doesn't take varsity snaps. But Anthony Rapp has to adjust to this new quarterback. Obviously inexperienced, so Anthony Rapp's having a great season too. You have to mention Anthony Rapp. You talk about Davidson, and then there are 3 running backs. E.J. Harrison, Terrence Gray, like
Yeah, all guys. E.J. Harrison hasn't really been able to play this season. I think he's had a couple of troubles with injuries and availability and stuff. But definitely Terrence Gray, and that's a guy we weren't really looking
no,
to call his name throughout the season. But
absolutely not.
he has just shown up. Really, just been a quick guy all over the ground. You see the kickoff here, a bit short, but a big bounce there. They'll hang on to it. It'll move him back to about the 15 as he rolls forward.
We got a little inside information for you, Steven.
Uh-oh.
I'm classmates with an ex-Jackson player last year. He's very involved in the Jackson team. He did tell me that Jackson does like to pooch kick a lot.
Yeah.
But that's nothing. Their kicker, Houston, he's perfect on the year. He's perfect on last year. He has not missed an extra point his entire college or entire high school career.
Man.
He's a big kid too.
Yeah, we saw him warming up down there. He was standing right under that goal post, and boy, he about touched the bottom of that thing.
Yeah, we're looking at a very well coached team right now. We're not looking at anything short of not special. Like, they are a very special team.
Yeah, we see the first snap tonight here. Looks like they're gonna put Derek Butler in at that quarterback position. He'll keep it there. Good for a gain of about 3. So
I think that this game, at the end of it, if it's a loss, a 50. If you can genuinely say that you tried new stuff, you innovated your offense a little bit in preparation for Phoenix City, then that's a win in my book at the end of the day.
Yeah, they'll motion rabbit cross. He's gonna pop the ball out. He'll pick it back up though. That could have been a big mistake here on the opening drive for Davidson.
That was very fortunate, Steven. That was very, very fortunate. That was almost a weird drop. Like,
it kind of just popped out of his hands. I don't know what happened.
The Holy Ghost might have stripped that ball. It was him and nobody over there. Like,
yeah, and definitely tough to win games if God is not on your side. So.
No, I think Davidson. You know what? Davidson's had a lot of injuries and stuff. Maybe God isn't on their side this season.
They're going to motion Gray across, fake the handoff. Derek Butler was looking for what looked like just the out route. I think they're going to say he was down from forward progression. So
this is not creativity that I'm talking about. See, this team is so good. This Jackson team is so good that plays like that are going to get blown up.
Yeah.
Because that play would work in the NFL. If you have Tyreek Hill as your quarterback and you're motioning Jalen Waddle across the field, that team doesn't know where you're going with the ball. But if you're Davidson and you have DJ Butler as your quarterback and you motion off Anthony Rabb or somebody, who's more likely going to have the ball? DJ Butler. Like, I mean, it's not a great play call.
Here comes a punt from McGill in his own end zone. Probably not as good as he would like to see. It'll bounce out of bounds at just about the 29. And, yeah, especially on that third down play, what you're looking for there is you want your guard and your tackle to kind of pull and let those defenders, get wide-eyed and run straight towards Derek Butler. And then he just finds a guy coming across towards the sideline, but wasn't able to get the ball out of his hands. Those defenders just a little too fast.
I'll cut Coach Cauley some slack. Maybe it was an option play. Maybe it was a read option, and Derek Butler missed the read. I wouldn't expect him to hit every read. He's a running back. He shouldn't have to be in charge of that every time, but it was just not a great play call.
So here comes Jackson. Duckworth sitting back in the pocket. He's got a guy coming down in the end zone. That's in the air. No good. Just a little over his head. Some pretty good defense, I guess. That
was Aaron
staying with his guy.
No, I think that was great defense. Yeah. I think that was it was a great throw, good route, better defense. And that's how you have to call it. It's a good defense. It's great defense, good throw, good route, good offense, just better defense.
So Duckworth again taking the snap. This time they're going to hand it off to Crowell. Davidson will meet him, but he's still pushing forward. They'll finally bring him down after a gain of about 5. That'll bring up third down and 5 to go. And Crowell looks like a guy who just kind of wears you out. So as a defense, you've got to be able to keep your stamina up, and just keep on hitting them.
Well, I think Duckworth kind of has an imposing presence in this pocket. Look at him. he looks like he's meant to be there.
Yeah, definitely a guy who knows his ability and his talents. They're going to motion across the tight end. He's going to drop back. He's looking for a guy coming towards the sideline there. It's up through his hands. No good. That's going to fall on an incompletion. Bringing up 4th down.
That was Isaiah Garman. That's great defense again. I mean,
yeah, I was able to kind of time that hit. He lost his guy a little bit, but was able to get back to him. Weren't able to catch it right there on the replay, but also maybe a bit of a miss there from the wide receiver. Just kind of let it slip through his hands. Looks like they're going to go for it on 4th down, though.
Yeah, they are very. That's one thing about Jackson. They are very confident in their ability to score the football and get yards. So this might be a little run play here.
Nope, he's going to drop back again. Davidson's going to get a guy in the backfield. They're chasing him down. He can't do anything. He's going to lose the ball. Davidson's going to hop on top of it. I think that's Davidson ball. Well, it definitely is.
Ball anyway, yeah. So,
but maybe we'll see where they end up with it.
It went out of bounds anyway, so it's Davidson's ball.
Oh, yeah, way back there.
Yeah. It's Davidson's ball anyway. I mean.
Oh, man, great play there. Can we pick up his number? Was that 31 maybe? 33.
Nick Perkins, senior, on senior night.
Yeah.
On senior night.
Great play from the defensive end. He was able to, get a hand on that ball after chasing down Duckworth, and that's definitely a fast guy. So
I will go as far to say, Steven, as that was the best defensive possession our team has had all year. That was amazing defense.
Yeah, I was able to really just collapse that pocket. This snap's going to go to Terrence Gray. They'll meet him in the backfield, but he'll slip past a couple defenders and then be met by a trio of Aggies. So they'll stop him in the backfield, loss of about 2.
Coach, call it. Come on. We got to get Hudson Spivey in this game or something. This Wildcat's not going to work. This team is too athletic to do this. They're too athletic. They're too well coached. The thing is, they have been here before. Teams like Foley, teams like Foley and stuff that this works on, BC Rain, or Bryant works on Bryant. They're good teams, but they're not athletically trained to run down the receiver to ball hog, and this is not going to work.
So this snap going to Derek Butler. He'll try and take up the middle, but again be met right at that line of scrimmage. A gain of about 1. Bring up 3rd down and 11. Up, and here comes old number 3, Hudson Spivey.
It's about 10 plays too late. Not too late, but 10 plays about time, really. Just 10 plays of not great football, really.
Yeah, and so this will be his first offensive snap in quite a few games. So I know he's been warming up and getting ready for this.
I mean, we're going to tailor our expectations here. As you said, it's our first snap against a great team. I don't really expect him to be Tom Brady.
Here comes that screen pass over to Anthony Rabb. He's going to break through a couple defenders. That's enough for a 1st down. So, man, just coming in and already making an impact.
You're switching the offensive look up. Look.
Yeah, see the replay.
They bite him a little bit. He has no time in the pocket. Gets it off to the screen.
Yeah, we're able to make the defensive end bite right there. He came forward and just no one in Anthony Rabb's area. So that's a great play there from Spivey.
And a great block by William Benjamin. I mean, that's good football.
This time they're going to hand it off to Butler. He'll take it up the middle. That's a nice gain, about 6.
I said it. We need Spivey in. This play action pass. You got to switch up the looks. You can't just run the ball every play against a team like this. It's like the Titans throw the football and they have Derrick Henry. Like the Bama threw the football and they had Jake Coker and Derrick Henry. Like Davidson can't just run the football against a team that's very much better than them. That's not how it works.
They'll again hand it off to Butler. He's going to bounce around to the outside. He'll put a guy on the floor. He's going to make a nice cut there. Again, make another little hezzy. And boy, I think that's about 10 yards. So that'll get him to the 25.
That's about 10 yards after contact. That is.
Oh, man. Oh. Just making quite a bit people miss there. So.
Great vision from him. Great vision from Derek Butler.
Davidson running some pretty fast offense here. They're going to fake the handoff, play action. They'll get a screen over there to Machuca. Metzner. Oh, they're going to say he's down.
Okay, good.
Did lose the ball, but I think he touched the floor before.
I think that was one of the ground calls, fumble.
Yeah.
I mean, he went head first in the ground. And if he would have fumbled it there, it was a good hit. I'm not going to even blame him for that. I'm not going to say anything, actually. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. But I was right. We were right. That's all I can say. It's right. That's all I'm going to say right now is that we were right. But Jackson has a whole front line of senior defensive linemen. That's going to definitely come into play this game.
They're going to hand it off up the middle to Terrence Gray. He'll get a nice gain of about 8 yards before they get a hand on him.
A senior defensive lineman looked like he grabbed him as he crossed him. It looked like Zamorian Stevens Jr. I mean, he's not a penalty or anything, but it's strong. You got to be strong to grab a hold of the running back and stop him running the ball. Like, I'll give you Terrence Gray isn't the biggest guy, and he's definitely not the best power runner, but he's not weak either.
Another hand off to Terrence Gray. He's going to bounce around to the outside and take that one into the end zone. That's a touchdown, Davidson.
Okay, now I can say it, Steven. Wildcat offense against this team? No, absolutely not. Hudson Spivey? Yes. Phoenix City next week, Hudson Spivey better be playing every snap that game. There's no way that they're running Wildcat against Phoenix City.
Yeah, man, and you saw the replay there. That play was a busted play, but Terrence Gray was able to just show some maturity there, able to take a second, bounce out, and just take off to his left, and definitely worked. So that touchdown came with 5 minutes, 20 seconds left. McGill in the extra point attempt. And, man, the kind of stats we were rattling off before this game had started, you definitely would have thought that Davidson would have come out shooting like that.
No.
But, really they didn't. That first offensive drive was a poor showing, but definitely were able to make some pretty good adjustments. The extra point is up.
Ooh. I mean, hey, it went in. Points were points, but that was an ugly one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you've got a kicker like McGill who's able to just kind of lock in and been pretty automatic through the season. You get
it's a penalty.
False start on Davidson, so that'll back him up 5. So they'll get another chance.
And, I mean, I love E.J. Harrison. I think he's great. I think Terrence Gray might have just taken the spot from E.J. Harrison. Second string, and next year, I think Terrence Gray is the first string running back. I think Terrence Gray has been. I think E.J. Harrison is a better athlete, but Terrence Gray has the intangibles like the vision, and the vision is really the important thing. Honestly, I think that is the thing. Really, what it is. I don't think E.J. Harrison would have scored that touchdown that way. I think Terrence Gray instantly saw the defenders, saw that there was no hole, bounced to the outside, found the lane to run it, and ran it home. I mean, it was a great run for DJ Butler off the field, which is saying something because E.J. Harrison and Terrence Gray both strive with DJ Butler on the field as a second running back because the defense doesn't know who's going to get the ball. And it speaks volumes that Terrence Gray will do that with DJ Butler on the field. So,
yeah, and on that extra point, I think McGill heard you. He booted that one through.
Oh yeah, that was it was not ugly. I do think the reason it was ugly last time was I think the holder might have messed up a little bit. I think I saw him hesitate. You can't do that. But points are points, as I said before. Points are points. 1 point counts either way.
Yeah, laces away.
Laces away. I mean, if you double doink it off the like Cody Parkey, then it still goes in. Guess what? It's a point. It's a trick shot, actually. It should count for 3 if you ask me, but
every doink gives you an extra point.
We're innovators here. We're game changers.
Oh man, kick return here, just bouncing around. Davidson not able to wrap him up.
EJ Crowell
back to the 50. Yeah.
EJ Crowell. EJ Crowell.
Yeah, the first Crowell. So
freshman once again, 99 carries. I wouldn't expect that. I would not expect a dominant defensive possession like last time, but we should try to build on last time for sure.
They'll hand it off to Crowell. He's going to again be met in the backfield, man. Davidson just absolutely shooting through that line, and Jackson just hasn't been able to stop those guys on the line.
It's senior night. I just realized James Machuca Metzner got a reception last drive, a linebacker.
Yeah.
So kind of a bit of another storyline to tell.
So that'll bring up second down. Looks like about 14 to go. So Duckworth going to get it out on a quick little wheel route to Crowell. He's going to end around. Davidson will meet him after he gets about 5 yards. So 3rd down and 9.
if Davidson can tackle the first guy at the runner could tackle him every time, this game might be a lot closer than we think it would be. Third down though.
Yeah, Aggie's really spreading the ball out here. Definitely a little nervous to see Duckworth drop back.
They definitely trust that quarterback.
Yeah, and it looks like he is. But, man, Davidson again just going to get in the backfield. It was a screen, though. They're going to wrap him up. And, man, it's like you said, if they could only bring him down as soon as they meet him, that would have brought up fourth down, but it's enough for a first.
It's a great play, and the composure by Duckworth, we are seeing why he is committed to an SC school as a sophomore. We are definitely seeing it.
Yeah, and, I mean, it's a nice play call. The defense has been getting in the pocket all game and maybe starting to get a tiny bit greedy. Their eyes got real wide there and just set up the screen perfectly. This time Duckworth's going to fake the handoff, keep it himself. He's going to bounce out. Nice blocking there. He'll finally run out to the end zone before he's tackled. Excuse me, the sideline. He wasn't in the end zone yet. So
maybe next play.
Hopefully not.
No, I'm knocking on wood right now.
So he'll get to the 45, bringing up second down, and about 6 to go.
I don't hate that play for the defense. I don't hate that. It's a read option. Runs to the outside. We're facing a team like Jackson. They're gonna get 5-yard gains on runs. Like that's just inevitable. So Davison's not gonna shut out this team. So
this time it will go to Crowell.
Great play.
He'll be met at the line.
Great tackle.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're met by 3 guys, it's pretty hard to start breaking off that. So,
yeah, normally Davidson early in the year would have just arm tackled him. All 3 of them would have missed the tackle. He would have got a 40-yard touchdown. And this is definitely one of the better running backs they've played all year. I don't know if he's better than Hillcrest Evergreen running back that gave us a lot of trouble, but
yeah. So Duckworth is going to drop back. He's got a guy coming down the sideline. That's up, and man. Just a tiny bit over his hands. I think he lost the ball for a second there. It was only an incompletion. That brings a fourth down.
So let's watch the replay here.
Yeah, it's tough. Davidson's cornerback just backing way up, but he still got a little behind the wide receiver. That ball was up.
Oh, wow. I think the receiver might have stopped running.
Yeah, he slowed down.
Or it was a good defensive play.
Going for it on fourth down. They're going to motion the tight end across. Ooh. Davidson's going to jump there.
I don't think it's an automatic first down, but if it's a 4th and short, then
I think it'll bring up 4th down and 1.
Well, then this is a first down.
Yeah, and as Coach Colley, you've just got to be especially angry right now. You get a great stop right there to bring up 4th down and quite a bit to go. And just a mental mistake there is going to give Jackson a lot better chance.
Oh, wow, wait. It's Jackson.
Oh, they'll say it's a false start.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
Hold on. They're arguing. I think everybody in the stands thought it was against Davidson, so. Oh, wow. It was against Jackson. I think everyone.
Well, the down marker still thinks it's against Davidson. He's going to have to move on back. And,
yeah,
all right.
I think everyone thought it was against Davidson. Okay, well.
Well, what the stripes say goes, Jaden.
Yeah, the zebras are always right, so.
So that's going to bring up 4th down, about 11 to go for Jackson. So
that's why they work at Foot Locker, Steven.
I think we're probably going to see Duckworth drop back again.
Oh, absolutely.
But maybe you try a run. I mean, he's not had plenty of time in that pocket. Davidson has just really been able to meet him. Whoa, Duckworth way back. Maybe see a pooch punt here.
It's another penalty.
Oh, a delay of game against Jackson, and man, just continuing to commit some mistakes.
Davidson can't get complacent. Duckworth is definitely capable of getting this conversion.
Davidson's subbing a guy out. He's going to have to get out of there. Boy, that guy was moving.
No, they do have time. I will say that they do have time to. Oh, they're going to punt it.
Yeah, so here's the pooch punt from Duckworth. It'll get a really nice roll.
Wow.
And Davidson's going to end up just not inside their 5-yard line, maybe just on it. So
as long as Davidson doesn't do something stupid here, we're a pretty decent spot. I think get 2 touchdowns then.
Yeah, so I think we're going to go down to Sophia on the sideline. So take it away.
Welcome to the Warrior Stadium. It's nice and chilly tonight. Tonight is senior night to recognize our senior football players, flag football players, band members, cheerleaders, JRTC, and trailmates. Congrats to them, and good luck on future plans. Davidson took the lead on a drive led by Hudson Spivey, who we weren't sure was going to play tonight, but it's really encouraging to see that he is.
All right, and that was a really great sideline report, Sophia.
Thank you, Sophia.
Yeah, we missed it. Davidson handed it off to Terrence Gray there.
Almost got a safety. Almost got a safety.
But he was able to, break off a couple of tackles, and he got back to about the 3-yard line. So Davidson has second down and 12 here. This time they're going to hand it off up the middle. He's going to get a gain of about 2, back to where they originally lined up at that for first down. So bring up third down and 10.
It depends on how courageous Coach Colley wants to play this, but he might run up the middle and just try to get McGill to put his whole foot through the ball, but he might throw it here. He might do it.
All right, so Spivey lines up with Butler to his right. He's looking for a pass here. He's going to decide to keep it. There's a late hit. He was in a sliding motion. Good decision. Didn't have anyone open, so he decided to just tuck it and try and get some yardage. Ended up having to go down. See the replay here.
I definitely think they could have called that.
Yeah, I mean.
Maybe not. Maybe it was. Maybe not. Maybe it was about the same time. It was a late hit, but it was I think it's he might not have been able to discern he was sliding at the time, which I think is a valid point. I get why they didn't call it,
Yeah.
But then the first, Davidson's leading 7-0 to Jackson.
Oh, man, that's a pretty quick first quarter there. They just kind of shot on through that one. And, man, this is not the score we were expecting, but definitely a pleasant surprise, So Davidson will come back out here with McGill to punt the ball away. Definitely want to see a really nice punt. Don't want to continue.
No, absolutely not. But yeah, McGill's got to put his whole foot through this ball. I mean, to be fair, though, he had an awful punt in the first punt. Let's be real, that was a bad punt. And Davidson stuffed Jackson. They did it again the second drive.
Yeah, Duckworth has definitely not had much time in the pocket. And, with the kind of offense we've seen, Jackson been running a real West Coast. You got to have time for your receivers to get downfield. And you can definitely tell it hasn't been able to develop how they wanted it to, because I don't think we've seen a reception tonight, except for a couple behind the line. So, scrimmage.
This is not how I thought the first quarter was going to go. I'm not surprised Davidson scored, to be honest with you. I'm not surprised about it. I'm surprised that Duckworth has been kept in such a box this whole game. This only first quarter. There's a lot of football left to play. Once again, I would bet you $1 million that Jackson scores in this game. I would bet everything that I've ever owned and will ever own that Jackson will score this game.
I'll have to take you up on that one, Jaden.
Okay. Everything you ever own that Jackson scores on this game.
I'd be a little nervous. It's pretty chilly out there to be walking out there in nothing but your underwear.
Hey, Steven, I don't think that it's possible to hold this kind of offense to no points. But the first quarter has been phenomenal for Davidson. This reminds me of the South Carolina-Georgia game, where in the first half they played better football against an overwhelmingly better opponent, and they wanted it more. So, but we're still first quarter. We're second quarter now, so there's 12 minutes to play. But let's say if this stood until halftime, which it won't. Well, let's say this stood. Those halftime adjustments by Coach Colley and the coach for Jackson is very clutch. It's very key here. So, but we're in the second quarter. There's a whole lot of football to halftime. So a whole lot of football to the end of the game. The Zebras are talking.
Yeah. Something. Riley lined up almost under that yellow goalpost, so.
What do you think Chris Rock is saying down there?
What'd you say?
Chris Rock, remember? He's in Madagascar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
Or was it Eddie Murphy or Chris Rock?
It was Chris Rock.
Okay, cool.
So here comes the punt. Came off his foot a little strange, but maybe how he wanted to. Got a nice Bounce. And they're
Amazing
gonna-
tackle.
Yeah.
Amazing.
They're going to stop him right where they meet him. So they'll get the ball at about the 39.
Taven Mims?
Yeah.
Sophomore. I hope I pronounced his first name right. Taven.
Tavon, yeah.
What's not Taven? It can't be.
Oh, yeah, Taven, sorry.
Mims.
Yeah.
Mims.
A new name. I don't think we've called his name before.
No,
so.
I'm sure he's a gunner because he's fast.
Yeah.
But he's a sophomore. He will play next year. And he'll definitely play a senior year.
So it looks like Duckworth's going to line up under center here, which I don't think we've seen yet in all season from any team.
No, it's scary that we're seeing Jackson do. Well, it's scary anyway that we're seeing Jackson make adjustments already.
So here comes a snap. He's going to hand it off to Crowell. He'll take it with the middle. He'll break through a couple of holes. He's still up. Game of about 12. Man, that's not something we've seen all night.
Look, Trey Clark got put in the dirt. He did. He got Derrick Henry. But he held on for dear life. And that's how I would describe myself tackling Derrick Henry on those, those Facebook posts where you say, would you get $10,000 to tackle Derrick Henry? And I tell my friends that there's no way I'm going to be able to tackle Derrick Henry unless I grab onto him as he trucks me into oblivion and just hold on. That's what happened. He held on and he got tackled. So that is the visual representation of me tackling Derrick Henry.
Duckworth's going to drop back. He's looking downfield. He's got 3 guys on the sideline. He's got a guy in the end zone. That's up. No good. I think it bounced off his hands. But Davidson definitely had a guy there. Almost was able to get an interception, slipped through his hands. But that's going to bring up 2nd down and 10. Up just a little off camera on the replay there. But a great defensive play from Davidson secondary. And, man, Duckworth has just not been able to complete a pass tonight.
No, I don't think it's any fault of his own. I think he's been passing the ball pretty well, though.
Yeah. So this one, they're going to, again, keep it on the option.
It was a great read.
A nice move there. He's got one Davidson guy to meet him at the line.
Oh, that's a touchdown. Yep.
Yeah.
Duckworth.
And I think that's why he's committed to South Carolina.
I think that play is the epitome of football intelligence. I think that he's because let's be real here. We saw it. If he headed the ball off to Crowell, that's a tackle for a loss. That play's blown up. He didn't. He found a hole, and then he found another hole down the field when he juked between 2 defenders, split the defenders. That kid's something special. He's definitely special.
Yeah. So that score came with 11 minutes, 18 seconds left in the first half. Comes that special teams unit. That one's up and good.
You owe me everything you have, by the way.
I don't think that's how the bet worked, Jaden. I think you said, if they don't score, I'll give you everything in my possession. I don't think I ever said that. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think we'll play Robert versus afterwards for it to really settle it.
All right. Well, definitely can get a mediator.
I think we'll get Landon Duckworth to mediate this.
You don't think he has better things to do?
No, I think this is probably the most important thing of the night.
Yeah. Well, this is a Thursday night. A lot of people have school in the morning.
Not you.
Not me. I'll be, as a professional analyst I am, after I leave this game, I'm getting on a red eye and flying down to Orlando. But I'll be back in time to watch that Bama game.
I am calling the truancy office, though, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I know a couple people there. I'm sure they could slide me a couple passes.
Oh, so now you're admitting to corruption live on air?
Nah. I am not a crook. So.
Steven, you just drain the swamp sometimes.
But
you're part of the swamp. You just admitted to it.
For all those people who are watching right now, you're probably concerned you're missing out on the South Alabama-Troy game. South Alabama's up 7-0 as he muffles the kick there, but he's going to stay up. That's Terrence Gray. He'll break through a couple of tackles. That's a really nice return, get it to about the 36. But, yeah, South up 7-0, 13 minutes left in the second.
Sounds like the Davidson game.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but.
And, score right now 7-7. So, I'm going to bring up 1st and 10 for Davidson here. Looks like the 36. So we'll see Spivey in a squad.
Make a wish, Steven. Make a wish.
Oh. Oh boy. He's going to get met at the line, but he'll break through another hole there. My wish came true. I hope for them to not lose yards. So
It was 11-11, Steven. It was 11-11.
yeah.
I would like to see Davidson do more play action passes instead of halfback draws.
It looks like we're going to see Spivey take a break for a play. They're going to move back to that wing T offense. So second down, about 7 yards to go. This one's going to go to Butler. He's going to try and take up the middle, but they'll meet him at the line. But, man, he's just going to keep bowling forward until he gets a gain of about 3, maybe 4. So bring up third down and 3 yards to go.
Put Spivey back in, Coach Cawley. Put it back. Please. Please
I don't
put
think
it
he
back
can hear you from all the way down there.
I'm manifesting it. This is awful. I would love to eat my words right now, Steven. I would love to.
Here comes Gray. Oh, he's going to be met at the line by just a flurry of white jerseys. So that'll bring up fourth down.
What happened to passing the football? It worked so good in the second drive, pardon me. So good. Screen passes, we threw some short passes. I think we even threw a medium pass in there I think we threw a medium pass to Machuca Metzner. But,
yeah, I saw him on that out route earlier.
Here we are now, running the ball every play again, just like we said it wouldn't work against this talented team, and here we are. Guess what? Not doing anything on offense.
Here comes the punt. Whistle. I think there's going to be a false start called.
Good. They'll take that punt back anyway. So that was not a good punt. They'll take it back.
About 9.5 minutes left in the first half. Davidson cannot let this get ahead of them. They, saw kind of a poor offensive drive right there. You've got to come back as the defense and just tell your offense that, we got your back. That punt is a little low, but it'll take a really nice bounce. Continue to just blow backwards.
Right back into the kicking balls. Steven, look, it went right back into the, I don't know if you can see
Oh, man, yep.
it. It went right back into the kicking balls. That's kind of crazy. He meant to do that.
He's drawn towards them.
He meant to do that.
Just so much practice.
I don't hate the punt. I mean, the punt itself wasn't great, but let me take this back. Let me backtrack a little bit. The kick itself wasn't great, but the punt went that much yards. That's perfect. That's fine. Like, that's great.
Duckworth running out to receivers, trying to tell them what's happening on this play.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah. I mean, with this roaring crowd, it's probably a little tough to hear.
It's just like Bryant Denny. We need a Dixieland Delight playing.
Oh, yeah. So he's going to look to get the ball out of his hands, but he'll decide to hang on to it. He's going to take it up the middle, make a cut there.
Oof, good hit.
Yeah, nice tackle from behind. So he'll be just short of that first down, bring up second down, and maybe a half a yard. Oh, nope. Well, ref's giving him the first down. So first down. And Duckworth kind of hasn't been able to get the completions he's wanted, so definitely been hanging on to the ball a lot more.
I mean, we didn't talk about his rushing stats this season, but obviously he's got that facet to his game too. So
he's looking for a quick route across the middle. That one's going to bounce up. He'll hang on to it, though. 3 Davidson guys will still not bring him down. And, man, I think they got a tiny bit lucky there. Rest blew the whistle because they said he stopped his forward progression, but he almost broke loose for a big one there.
You got to play till the whistle. Steven, the whistle blew, they stopped playing.
Yeah.
I hope.
Yeah.
Because if he would have broke through 5 people, that would have been pretty crazy.
And again, just not a great chunk from the wide receiver there. Bounced it up, and if there had been a Davidson guy in the area, could have resulted in an incompletion or even an interception. So, but I mean, hey, ifs don't really count. So, again, dropping back, he'll get it to a quick little bubble route there, and man, big hit there. That was pretty amazing play there from number 8. Chadwick Glover. So I think that's another senior. Yeah.
Yep, we heard his name before the game, and
yeah.
reception by Junior Payne. I know that we talked about Landon Duckworth and E.J. Crowell and Laquan Weisenhunt, or not Laquan Weisenhunt, but Juicy Gordon. But Junior Payne actually has an offer too to Central Michigan, so this team's loaded with college athletes.
Yeah. Whoa, he's looking way downfield there. He had a guy, just got it a little over his head, and that'll fall incomplete. I think that brings up third down. And yeah, Central Michigan's definitely not a college to look past. They had a big win over South Alabama a couple weeks ago, and that was a tough loss. I was at that game, and I was sad I was at that game, actually. So 3rd down and 9 here for Jackson. The Aggies looking to drive down the field with 7 minutes, 35 seconds left.
They need to stop.
Duckworth looking way downfield. Had a guy right there. He'll catch it on his knees. And not able to gain there as he was about laying down to get the reception. But a cross-body pass, a cross-field pass, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's just for Michigan catches the ball. Junior Payne. He was kind of quiet the first quarter, but here he is, showing out for right now.
Yeah, really not a guy on on the Aggie side that wasn't pretty quiet, or at least quieter than we expected him to be.
Junior Payne motions again.
This time they'll hand it off to Crowell at the middle. He'd be met at the line. Davidson not able to bring him down, but a second wave will come, and that Golden Tide will stop him after a gain of just about 0. So
just about 0. Chad Glover and Trey Clark on the tackle, and many others, but
yeah,
that's the two I could differentiate from the group. Well, they probably get 0.1 of a tackle? I mean, they get half, but really speaking, it's 0.1.
Another handoff to Crowell. This time he's going to get a gain of about 6. They'll say they stopped his forward progression. Maybe about 5. So that'll bring up 3rd down. Well, man, maybe only about 4. So 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Stephen, make your mind. There's plenty of misinformation. But something to remember, guys, everyone watching, is this Jackson team, they don't have 3 downs and a punt. They have 4 downs of football. So,
and yet they haven't. I think they're 0 for 2 on the 4th down attempts. Well,
yeah, no.
0 for 1. They looked like they were going, but they elected to go for the pooch punt. There's another wide open Jackson guy in the backfield.
Nas Powell.
In the secondary. And yeah, we called his name before the game. Said to watch out for him. So
we did. He's a big receiver, senior. 9 touchdowns already, and he has an offer too from Tuskegee University. So.
Oh yeah, and that'll get the Aggies inside the red zone. 1st down and goal to go, and we see why Davidson was so insistent upon getting guys in that backfield. When you give Duckworth time to look around and try and find an open guy, he's gonna convert. There's a quick pass across the middle, just a bit too low, so that'll fall incomplete. That pass came with about 5 minutes 30 seconds left. 2nd down. See the replay here. They had 3 guys coming across the middle. Really 1. They kind of had a little bit of a mesh there. Just wanted those Davidson secondaries to get lost. But again, he'll drop back, sole body in the backfield. He's looking for someone in the end zone. He's got a guy at the very back. He's going to jump up. No good. Another great defensive play there. Number 14, Aaron Hill.
I don't want to say. I'm not gonna say anything yet again. Another little commentator's curse kind of moment. I don't want to say, but there's something that Davidson's doing this week that is very, very weird compared to the other games.
Yeah, perfectly timed that hit. Ball bounced back up in the air. Cornerback was there to get it, but he just was out of bounds. So
I'm gonna say it, Steven, because full disclosure, they're playing relatively disciplined. I mean, I don't think they have a penalty yet. But it's not the false starts and stuff or the offsides and stuff that got me. That ball definitely could have been a defensive pass interference. Those balls in college you see all the time come up as defensive pass interference.
Yeah, guys get nervous.
It's hard to guard those balls, those 50-50s in the end zone. And I mean, Aaron Hill, he's a junior. He obviously has experience. He's played. I think he's played the last 2 years. But he definitely could have jumped into him early.
Yeah.
Hit his hands away before the ball even came, but he made a perfect play the receiver ball deflection. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, it's Davidson's defense. Other than the two or three long, wide open receptions that they've had this drive, Davidson's defense is pretty good against Jackson this game.
So, 3rd down, about 9 yards to go to get to that end zone. You hear the bells tolling.
There's a slot receiver. This is going to be open.
Yeah, definitely want to watch out for that guy cutting across the middle.
I don't like this defensive formation we're in.
Of course, he's going to drop back. He's going to make his progressions there.
He's got a lot of room to run.
He's going to put that ball way up in the air. And again, it's going to fall incomplete. Another nice defensive play. Just had a hand in his face. Wasn't able to hang on to the ball. So that'll bring up 4th down. And I think we're going to see the special team squad come on. So a field goal attempt here. So
he's
really
perfect.
Great.
He's perfect through the year. I don't think he's ever missed a kick in his whole high school career. And that might be misinformation too, Steve. But I know he's perfect on the year. I know he hasn't missed an extra point ever.
Yeah.
So this should be automatic, but it might not be. We don't know. He's a pretty unknown name.
That one's up. Looks like it has a distance.
Yep,
and
perfect.
the accuracy too. So that'll bring a score: Jackson 10, Davidson 7. And if you're Davidson's defense there, you've got to give yourself a pat on the back. You were able to make a stand there at what was just about the goal line. A couple of nice, pass protections there, and really good.
My inside information told me, Steven, my insider told me that Jackson, he explicitly said, vehemently said, Jackson don't kick field goals. That's what he said. Exactly like that. He said that. He said Jackson don't kick field goals.
And
so
yeah,
they kicked their first. He did say that they kicked their first one last week on the season. They kicked their first field goal last week, and of course they made it. He's perfect through the year, but that says something. That was a good. I mean, giving up those big, long, open receptions is pretty bad, but holding this kind of team to a field goal is that's good for your offense. Now you gotta go out and pass the ball. Please pass the ball. Please put the ball in the air. If it's a screen pass, fine, but change the looks up. Please stop running the ball in the middle of the field and getting tackled by these 6'1" senior defensive tackles. Like, please. I mean, they have Brandon McReynolds at number 99. He has 28 total tackles in the season. He is committed to, or he's got offers from NC State and Duke. You don't get an offer from Duke if you're not a smart guy. So, ooh,
bit awkward on tackle there. So what I'm hearing right now, Jaden, is
it's a
big fan of football in the 60s, huh?
It's a cry for help. I'm okay with football in the 60s. I just don't like it in 2023. Leave that in the 60s.
Derek Butler on the turn there. Got kind of flipped over, but
look, there's a lot of things you want to leave in the 60s, Steven. Running, 3-yard in a cloud of dust is one of them. I mean,
looks like Coach Colley's going to take your advice. We're going to see Spivey out here with a really, really spread out offense. They've got number 1, Landon Robinson, right around that. Excuse me, they're going to hand it off. I think that was to Butler. He's going to get stopped behind the line.
You thought they were going to switch up the look, Steven? No. They're going with old reliable, a loss of yards. See, the problem that I'm having right now is that I don't hate a running offense. I just hate that they had one really successful drive of passing the football, then they were just like, no, we're not doing that anymore.
Oh, Spivey's going to drop back. He's got Butler on the short screen there. He's going to make a move inside. Only a gain of about 1.
It's a gain. It is a gain. It's a start of something beautiful, this drive. I can tell. I can feel it right here, Steve. I feel it in my heart. Davison's going to score here.
You sure that wasn't that Mexican you had before this game?
Absolutely not. It definitely could have been the Mexican food. I think I'm feeling that a little everywhere else but the heart. I think it's seeping through the arteries right now, though. I think it's making its way up there. So maybe it is. Maybe it's a little onset heart attack we're having to have. But
so 3rd down, about 7 to go. Hudson looking for a guy across the middle. That ball's going to bounce up And golly, there's a Jackson guy there on the interception. Oh, that is tough.
That is a very unfortunate play.
Oh, and man, as a quarterback, you just gotta really hate that goes down in the stat book.
It might be a little too harsh what I'm about to say, but that's a punt. I mean, our punts tonight have been like that anyway. And on third down and like 8?
Yeah.
Oh well, you know what I'm saying? Like you went for a relatively okay shot down the field. You take them. You know
really hit his guy on the hands and just bounced up. Wasn't able to hold on to it. They're gonna hand it off to Crowell. He's gonna end around that line there.
It's kind of hard to tell from up here who the receiver, who the cornerback is.
Yeah.
Because I mean the helmets don't really do any help. It's gold and yellow. I mean we're playing. It's like the Saints versus LSU or something. Purdue versus LSU. Like you would think that they just would have like a black uniform or something, but
I don't know. I kind of like the.
no, I like the gold. It's not that I don't like
the
them.
white. I like the pants. I like the pants.
I do like the pants too. I like the uniform. It's just like it's not different enough to white, in my opinion. But I am extremely colorblind, so
Duckworth looking way downfield. He's got a guy bowling down the sideline.
that is a dot.
Man,
It's a dot. Right in the bucket.
Are there any colleges looking at this guy? Because that was beautiful.
I think Jalen Murrow might be leaving pretty soon, so I think Nick Saban might need to go get him. And he might. I mean, I will say that I have seen this guy get some love from Shane Beamer. So Shane Beamer's really trying to get him in Columbia, but when we got talent like this, I mean, you can go to Tuscaloosa, to Athens,
Yeah.
Columbus, Ohio at that point. Like,
This one's going to go to Crowell. He'll take out the middle, and just not a guy there to stop him. So that's a Jackson touchdown.
yep.
And boy, if you're Davidson, you got to be getting nervous because it looks like these Aggies are just starting to heat up.
It looks like they're about to run away with it. Is what it does look like. Not from a 10-point lead, but that offensive drive was characteristic of Jackson. That was on brand for them.
Yeah, that touchdown came with 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the second quarter.
I mean, if Davidson could somehow kick a field goal, it's very possible. I don't mean somehow. If they could kick a field goal or score and then stop them from scoring, this game is definitely not over with. Not by any means.
There's your point up, and they'll continue a streak. So this is a very, very big drive for Davidson.
Huge. It's a game-defining drive unless Coach and we talk a lot about Coach Colley's halftime adjustments, but he's not been the best with them this season. I mean, there have been games where they've come out in the second half strong. There have been games where they just went no, like Alabama, Arkansas, but he's got to revitalize this team. He's got to make them remember what they did in the first quarter. He's got to make them remember, hey, we outplayed them for 12 minutes, and then for the next 12 minutes, we didn't necessarily be dominated by them. They're not getting dominated right now, but Jackson's definitely doing what they want with them right at the moment, on offense at least. The interception is what it is. I mean, that's a football play. It happens.
Yeah, and especially big drive because you don't want to go into halftime having let Jackson score another touchdown on you. I think that would just really hurt the morale.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
And it would make it tough to come back out.
If I'm Coach, and I know this is, it's kind of literally the opposite of what I'm saying. If I'm Coach Colley, I'm running this ball a little bit more. I'm running the ball a little bit this drive. Definitely choose some clock. But I'm not running Wildcat. I'm not doing that. Just leave that in the locker room.
This one's going to go to Terrence Gray. He's going to make a cut up the middle. Woo!
He had the little acceleration. You saw that? Little,
Yeah.
They turn on the burners.
Hit him with a little hee-hee. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Davidson. You see the replay there.
It's a slow motion, but watch how fast he goes. Look.
Ooh,
that's regular
man.
speed right there. That's regular speed.
Yeah, hit the acceleration on that one. Put the pedal to the middle. Yeah, so that was really nice. We'll see Spivey and his squad line up here. They're at about 37, so just Spivey and Butler in the backfield. Don't hand it off to Butler. He's going to take it up the middle. And, stopped at the line again. Man, Derek Butler has been pretty silent tonight. And, I mean, can you really put all the blame on him? Because
no,
I'm sure every single one of those yellow helmets out there is just snapping towards him as soon as they see that ball in his hands.
I put the blame on Coach Collar for why Derek Butler's not been explosive tonight.
This time they're gonna shovel it out to him. Excuse me. And there's a nice little gain of about 3. Flag coming in late there. I think we may see a hold on Metzner.
That would be awful. Yep, it's holding. Number 63. That would be Eugene Lawson, senior. It's not exactly Metzner, but
Well, at least we got to call his name on senior night, so probably not what he wanted it for.
No, that's no, definitely not.
As an offensive lineman, it's tough to get your name called. I often don't get the respect they deserve, and they've had plenty of plays tonight where we probably should have called out their names. So
that's true. I've been trying to watch. I've been trying to see them, but say when you got a name like Derek Butler running the ball on Terrence Gray, it's kind of hard to focus on the offensive lineman.
So Spivey's going to drop back. He's got a guy coming down the sideline. That was Aaron Hill. Pass was just out of bounds, and that's tough. Coming back from a long break, you're going to have passes like that. It's pretty tough to just be automatic. Coming off an injury of the thumb. That's going to bring up 3rd down, and whew, I don't think I can count that high, Jane. It goes a little bit past my fingers, so.
Don't worry, I've got an extra finger for us, so we can. It was a radiation accident. I don't want to talk about it.
We're just going to not talk about that anymore. Looks like maybe about 23 yards, 25, give or take. So definitely a country mile to go for Davidson. I think we're going to have to see Spivey drop back.
Oh, yeah, no. There's no way that.
Maybe we just see Derek Butler line up in the backfield as a blocker to give him some more time in the pocket. 2 minutes, 34 seconds left in the first half.
I think the game's not going too bad for Davidson. I think it's definitely salvageable at this point.
Oh, no. Especially if they can make something out of this drive. I think it would really help them out.
I think the defensive side of the ball has been pretty. It's been a win for them. I mean, they played a very good defense, except the last drive, obviously, and then the one drive where they let up a couple wide open passes. Even then, they played good defense. But yeah, like this offense just needs to get a little bit more dynamic with its play. Play calling is the big issue, but I don't know. Play calling might be the only issue with this offense. We don't know because we're just seeing the same stale plays over and over again.
Jane, very critical of the
I'm only
playbook.
I'm only so critical of it because it was so dominant in the first drive or second drive that like why did we abandon that instantly? You know what I'm saying? Why did we not go back to that?
So we're gonna see what type of cannon Spivey has on this play. Hopefully, anyway, they're gonna motion Butler out to the tight end. Oh, maybe a false start there. I don't know. The flag was on the Aggie side of the ball.
Oh, it is on the Aggies.
So offside, so that'll really help them out. Well, I mean, 5 yards off of, what was it, 25? So.
I don't know. Now here comes the run.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes the Wildcat.
That would be something. But again, Spivey will drop back. He's got a guy coming across the middle. That's Anthony Rabb. It's up. No good.
Great defense.
And, man.
Quentin Steele, another senior.
Saw the replay there. Man, 2 guys in the area, and he hit his hands, and I think if you're Rabb there, you got to help a brother out and hang on to that ball. That punt is off for McGill. Again, just line and drives. Ooh, they're going to miss the tackle there. That was a big mistake. Oh, my goodness. Is he okay? Ooh, that was a big hit. I think they're gonna check him out. That was, yeah, give him some room. So first down and 10 for the Aggies.
I couldn't even see who that just happened to, but they're definitely not okay.
Yeah, no.
I didn't even see it. Was it helmet to helmet? I didn't see it.
I think it was just like full body to full body. Probably not a part that touched or didn't touch, excuse me. But so a really good kick return there from the Aggies. They were able to make the first line of defenders miss and then just kind of shoot down that sideline. So first down and 10 from looks to be about the 42.
Yeah, that is not good.
Duckworth talking to his offense.
He got up wobbly. It looked like,
Maybe just got the breath knocked out of him.
I mean, I don't want to compare the two really. I mean, it's kind of apples and oranges, but it kind of looked like what happened to Damar Hamlin when he like got up and looked like really disoriented like that.
Yeah, but that was is that he's back up walking. Something happened with his knee, really.
Okay.
Really nice showing from the Aggies there. Took a knee, waited for him to make sure he was okay. They're going to take him over to the injury tent.
I think it was Tayshawn Burkett, the sophomore tight end. He
Yeah.
might not be on the. He might not want to play football after that one. That was one of the welcome to the league moments. That was a welcome to high school moment right there.
Yeah. Oh, man, a guy right in Duckworth's face. Wasn't able to get a hand on it. He'll get that quick pass out. He's going to make a couple of moves. Gain of about 9 there. But, boy, number 33, Nick Perkins, the senior, he was right there. Just slipped right by his hands, and that's really tough. Just under 2 minutes left. Second down, a little less than a yard to go. Going to hand off the crowd. He's going to be met in the backfield. That ball's on the floor. Nick Perkins is going to pick it up. He's got a lot of room to run there. Duckworth in front of him. And they'll finally bring him down. Huge play. Huge play from Nick Perkins. That's the second time he's done that tonight. Twice he's knocked the ball out.
If you're in, I usually, this is my third year commentating football games for Davidson. I have a catchphrase normally, like not inadvertently. I'll say the same thing. This year has been big players make big plays, and we've seen from the different games I've commentated, every game has had a player step up. I mean, Terrence Gray against Hillcrest Evergreen, Nick Perkins against Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Perkins has been great this game, and then a fumble recovery with 30 yards. He's got more offensive yards than our offense has the last 3 drives. I mean,
Yeah, and a minute 30 left, so plenty of time for Spivey and a squad to make something happen here.
if Davidson can win this game, that's a game-defining moment right there.
They're going to hand off to Butler. He's going to take it up the middle. He'll make a move there. He's still up. And, we haven't really seen that yet tonight. Game about 10. Replay here.
No, it's because, look, we have 2 running backs. They don't know who we're going to hand the ball to because Terrence Gray is dynamic. Look at him. Hudson Spivey can pass the ball to either of them in a screen pass at this point. This is the perfect formation to run. It's literally...
It's almost what we ran at the beginning of the season. Again, handed off to Butler. He's going to bounce around. He's still going. Another first down. First down to first down drive or run. So just another great play from Butler, and Davidson just
keep
running that tempo.
This is giving the vibe of the second drive of the game when they scored a touchdown.
Kind of knocking Jackson to their heels. Oh, looks like Jackson's going to want to take a timeout here.
A great timeout.
Yeah,
great
definitely.
Timeout. Once again, Jackson, we talked about it a little bit before the game. Great team, a lot of athleticism, great talent, great coach. Great coach. They are coached up beyond a normal high school team. They are disciplined. They want to be out here. That's a coaching moment right there. That is a great coaching moment. He's going to tell their players, we need to stop them. If they score here, it's a 3-point game going into half. And once again, Coach Cawley hasn't been the most consistent halftime adjuster. And that's a hard skill to have, though, Steven. It's something I'm being really harsh on him. That's like a God-given talent, being able to do that. So, but as it stands, Davidson's primed to make a dent in the score.
Yeah. So he'll come back out here and line up to the ball.
First to be out there and intimidate Jackson a little bit.
Yeah.
LSU's coming out. They really do like LSU.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, it's pretty slick helmets. This one's going to go to Terrence Gray, though. He'll take it up the middle. Not a whole lot happening on that one. Only a game of about 2. But on a first down drive, you can't complain. So,
And I'll say this about Jackson. Though Laquan Weisenhunt on the tackle. Laquan Weisenhunt picked up Terrence Gray after the play. Because, when bodies are on bodies, it's easy to be toxic and, punch them or something, talk some crap to them, but...
They're going to fake the handoff. They got Rapp on the quick route across the middle. Whew,
You saw that, right?
Yeah.
You saw him jump that route.
Yeah.
You saw him jump that route.
They saw Spivey's eyes. He was able to get that one to Rapp, though. That'll bring up third down and still 10 to go. And, man, that's a little tough. Yeah, a little bit of regret. You ran 2 really fast plays that just kind of turned into nothing, and now you're in a... if you're Coach... Well, I think if you're Coach Colley, if you don't get it here, you definitely send Riley.
Oh, you run the ball out. You're running the ball right here.
I'm saying if you don't get it on third down here,
you can.
You send Riley in a squad
But
out.
with that being said, you also just run the ball here because you need these points no matter what it is.
Yeah.
So it would, once again, athleticism at play.
Yeah, just under 30 seconds left.
Yeah, he threw a scary. Spivey threw a scary last play, and that's.
And especially that was one of those. He'd have been gone.
Oh, absolutely.
There was no stopping him.
That's a pick 6 easy. And we saw it too. We saw it. I was like, oh no. I know the broadcast saw it because I was watching the monitor, and I know you guys saw it. You saw it too.
Yeah.
He
made
jumped
my heart skip a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. Good play by Anthony Rabb to get in front of him because, wow, that would have been really disheartening.
So they'll keep that same 3-body in the backfield formation.
Yeah, I think it's been working out for us, so the Warriors need to keep doing this.
You're going to blow the play live. Fake it. He's going to roll out. He's got Rabb there. Excuse me.
Touchdown.
That was touchdown.
I think that was Derek Butler.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Butler on the. I think that was an amazing play call right there on the play action.
I know I talk a lot of crap about Coach Colley's play calling. That drive was phenomenal. There's nothing bad to say about that drive. I think it's. And then he ran a low risk passing play. I know I said that you need to run the ball, but a low risk passing play is it's pretty much like a 1-yard pass. That's low risk. If they're not going to pick, well, they do pick it off as a pick 6, but that would have to be a mistake by Hudson Spivey for him to let him pick it off. And touchdown Warriors.
Yeah.
It speaks for itself. That's all it does.
So Davidson back to being just down by 3. I think Jackson gets the ball to start the next half.
They do. They do get the ball. So let me see. We go into this half. 21 seconds. This senior night. I said before the game. I said a loss by 50 and I stand by this. A loss by 50 with an innovative offense and learning from your opportunities would have been a win for Davidson going against Phoenix City next week, and I stand by that. I think this game is a win for Davidson as it stands. Not an actual W in the win column, but 14-17, the defense has played really well. They made a couple mistakes. The offense is learning, or I would hope to everything that is good that Coach Colley is seeing what is working for him right now, because there's a very obvious thing that's working for him and a very obvious thing that's not working for him. So he just needs to stick to what's working for him, build on that, and then they might have a chance next week against Phoenix City.
Yeah.
Number 1 team in 7A, by the way, Phoenix City. Some other teams in 7A, Thompson and Hoover.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe we see the Neal formation from.
No, they're going for it. They are throwing it. They are throwing this ball.
A guy like Duckworth back there, you got to watch out. You just see a bomb. You get too complacent.
When you have a cannon and arm accuracy and intelligence like Duckworth has, he's throwing this ball. He might not even look. He's just going to throw it as far and as hard as he can and hope his receivers, any of them, whether it be Nas Power, Junior Payne, or Keon Chapman, I mean, hope they run under it.
Yeah.
You know, they said Julio's down there somewhere when the Falcons were playing.
Yeah.
About
Might
5
end
years
up
ago.
with a Rogers to Rogers moment. But yeah, he's looking at a guy coming across the middle. He's got number 6 there. That's up. It's going to fall incomplete. Clock will stop with 9 minutes left.
As we said, don't look. Julio's down there somewhere. Throw the ball as far as you can.
And this Aggies offense reminds me a lot of the Dolphins. Excuse me, I think Julio's with the Eagles now, isn't it?
He is with the Eagles. Now, I actually do agree with that. I really do agree with that. The Dolphins, I think Duckworth is a little better than Tua. Like, in relativity, I think Duckworth is a better high school player than Tua is an NFL player. I think Duckworth is literally the full. It's like Acuna. It's a full package.
This one's going to go to Crowell. He's going to fall down. I don't think he got a bounce.
They're just going to take a shot. They might let him kick it. I heard, once again, inside information, that kicker is kicking a 56-yard field goal on warm-ups. Now,
this is 70. Excuse me, maybe about 60.
It's about 60.
Yeah. So timeout, Jackson.
They can try it. Well, might as well.
Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? We've never seen anything bad happen in this situation.
All right, don't bring it up. Please.
I don't know what you're talking about, Jaden.
Yeah. I don't see it every week.
Yeah, it's like, surely there's no play that a group of fans have just never forgotten and probably never will forget, because it seems like maybe it's the only thing they have left to hang on to in their lives. Maybe there's just so much pain and sorrow filling their heads that there's only one thing they can remember. And
it's a pretty good thing, though. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but maybe there's another group of fans who have just enjoyed a plethora of success and wins and just amazing plays like that it's hard to just pick one to just show every single year.
We're all tied.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you there, pal. So Jackson's gonna line up here. It looks like they're not gonna bring out the kicking squad.
No, absolutely no. I know I said they were, but I was half joking. I mean,
Duckworth looking way downfield. That ball's in the air, and he caught it, but I think nope, fell incomplete. He was out of bounds anyway. Zeros on the clock, so that'll bring up the end of our first half. Aggies up 17, Warriors 14.
I'm very interested to see this interview with Coach Collier we're about to get.
Yeah, definitely a lot of things he could talk about and will talk about. We know Coach Colley.
I mean, as I said before, this is a win in the Davidson longevity next week game plan. This is a win so far.
Yeah, so it looks like we are going to be able to go down to Sophia. So
I'm here with Coach Colley. Coach, it's been a pretty close game so far. What did you like about your team in the first half?
Well, they're an undefeated football team. They're a really good team. I don't know where they're ranked in their classification, but it's got to be pretty high. They got really good players. I like our team's fight. We got knocked back off the ball a little bit, but we kept fighting, got the turnover, and got points and got back in it. So that's good.
What are you going to do to encourage your team in the second half?
I just keep playing football. We had one point where we got a little discouraged and started talking a little bit amongst ourselves, and we don't want to do that, and just stay positive and keep playing, see what happens.
Thank you. Good luck on the rest of your game.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching the Warrior Build Network. Go Warriors!
or to Jackson, my fault. If you would have told me before this game that would have been the scoreline at halftime, I would have called you crazy. I mean, Davidson's a great squad, but Jackson is a school steeped in football tradition and athletics, and here we are. 3-point difference as Jackson takes the second half kickoff. It's a good field position. We saw Landon Duckworth have a relatively quiet first half. I mean, he was throwing some bombs, but they didn't really connect that well. But here comes Davidson out. The Davidson defense has definitely been a point of emphasis this game, especially with Jackson's quarterback and running back being so talented and any of their receivers being a threat. They're all really tall. I've tried probably around 6'3" or 6'4". Definitely something to look out for in the second half for Davidson. Duckworth takes the snap. A little screen pass. About a 5-yard gain.
Ooh. Technical difficulties with my mic there. It wouldn't start up. I don't know what was up.
Don't worry, I give a little rundown. We're good.
What? You did? No, you didn't.
Not about your situation.
Oh, okay, cool.
About the game.
All right. Man, those stairs get you.
Yeah, they definitely get you.
There's a handoff up the middle of the Crowell. He's going to get past the Davidson defender. Another good block there. He's going to continue to make some moves.
Wow.
He's still going. They'll try and bring him down. And he just won't stop. He's still just bowling forward.
That's vision.
They'll finally bring him down at the 22. And huge run from E.J. Crowell, who has been a little silent tonight.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh, no.
Came out with a rumbling run.
Yeah.
All right, take a breather, Steven. You're probably breathing harder than Crowell is.
Yeah, I need a hit of that oxygen, Coach. I have to start doing a little bit more cardio.
I mean, come out here and run the stairs.
All right, so Duckworth back there to take a snap. They'll motion across that tight end. He's going to drop back. He's looking for that tight end coming across the sideline. He's going to elect to hold on to this one because 3 Davidson guys there to stop him behind that line of scrimmage. Loss of about 2.
LaShawn Little Jr., we haven't said his name tonight before, but man, he's making an impact in the second half.
Yeah.
See this offensive line on your screen right here. I mean, I don't know. It's pretty. They're part of the shot. Second down and what? That's second and long. Second and very long. More than just long.
Yeah. About 13 yards.
Little DJ Butler shot right there at the bottom of your screen.
Ooh, false start. So second and even longer. Oh.
Even longer.
I think we declined the penalty.
Why would we do that?
Maybe it was a false start on the last one, but we declined it.
Okay, that one makes some sense,
yeah.
I suppose.
It resulted in a loss of yards.
I don't know.
No replay of the down, really.
Hold on, but that. What is it? This is
maybe an illegal procedure. Not allowed to decline.
Because it would be a dead ball, right? It'd be first down still.
Yeah.
So doesn't really make much. I don't understand what's going on right now. Honestly, I have no clue.
I think a lot of us feel that same way. Even the Aggie sideline over there.
Yeah, there's a general state of confusion. Oh, they lined up quick.
All right.
They lined up pretty quick. They were done. They were ready to get to this game.
So second down. They're going to hand it off.
That's not Crowell, though. That is number 22, Jeremiah McKenzie. He's another freshman, but he's listed as running back, middle linebacker. So with this, with EJ, EJ Crowell, I'm sure we'll see number 22, McKenzie, more on the middle linebacker side of the ball in 3 years. So to be honest with you, this Crowell kid is no joke.
Yeah, really. I mean, we talked a lot about him before this game started. So third down here on the opening drive of the second half. Duckworth's going to drop back. Going to roll around. He's going to get a fast shot there.
Oh, good catch.
Big hit, and he came back late. What the heck was that? The pass was complete, but I think it's going to come back quite a bit from a late hit there from Duckworth after he got murdered there.
And the NFL would have been a roughing the passer penalty.
Oh, yeah. He roughed him, that's for sure.
Definitely didn't tuck him in bed at night, but the no fun league is the new NFL is what it's called. But that's definitely, I think you're definitely right. That's unnecessary roughness or unsportsmanlike conduct
They did call it a roughing the passer.
on Davidson.
I think they're offsetting the.
That's trash.
That's
trash. Well, no, they got called back though, because they're not down the field.
Well, I think it's offsetting, so it just.
Right, but they're not lined up down the field though, right? Or are they lined? I don't know what's going on. We're going to watch it again. That was not a roughing the passer.
They gave the signal for a roughing the passer, right? They take the arm and they put it down the knee or down like the hip area.
Let's see what they're calling. I don't know what they're calling.
I don't think they know either.
This is making no sense. Zebras. Come on, man.
Yeah, Duckworth looks like he's going to come out for a play, and I think it's a good move by the coach. Give him some time to cool off. He's a little angry at the hit, came back and just kind of gave him a little love tap after the play ended.
It just makes no sense. That was not roughing the passer. It's just like these see what they're gonna say? They're not mic'd up, so they gotta they're gonna move the ball forward. That's great.
So, roughing the passer on Davidson. Wait, was that the only call? Yeah, so like we said at the beginning, offsetting penalties. So first down from where the receiver caught the ball. I'm not a fan of the roughing the passer there.
That was a very weird sequence of events. They brought it up and then back and then up, very far up.
Yeah. But new set of downs here. If you're Davidson, you can't let that hurt you.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a Davidson. That's a Davidson win in the fouls because they're back farther than they were. So
yeah. So this one,
they ran the Wildcat with
number 9, Omarion King took the snap there. Tried to end around, couldn't get anything happening. No gain. There's some laundry on the field. It looks like. It's pointing at Jackson. Yeah, and it looks like they're moving back.
It's a holding call.
Yeah.
These refs have been pretty trigger happy this drive.
Yeah, a little strange to see a holding call there. Wasn't a gain, so didn't result in anything, but that's going to move Jackson way back.
Wow, that is okay. That's a second and about.
Well, dang, the line's marker is way off the ball. What is it? You got to move on back there, buddy. The down marker is nowhere near the line of scrimmage.
Man, these referees just need to get a little more coordinated on their conversations because.
So it's been a long night. It's a little chilly out there.
Second down, by the way, ref. I don't know if you.
Blood's been moving a little. Yeah. Yeah, it is second down.
It is definitely second down, not first down.
Well, the board says third down.
Okay, well, it's second down.
Duckworth's going to drop back on whatever down this is. Oh, Davidson got right there. Couldn't hang on to him. There's the face mask.
Bro. Okay, what is going on?
That's going to move him way forward again. 15 yards up, ain't it? From the spot of the foul. And
still first down, by the way, apparently, from this referee. I think he just forgot to work the thing on the side.
I don't think anyone is really sure what down it is now. I'm not.
I don't know. I just saw the ending of that, and the referee was definitely very.
Would the offsetting penalties have resulted in a loss of downs?
Probably not. I don't know, to be honest with you.
Oh, and that face mask comes with an automatic first down. So you go from what was that, first and 30 yards to go to an automatic first down? Ah, that is tough if you're Davidson. You just got to know to kind of keep the hands a little low, But that hurts. Oh, they're going to get back to Duckworth in the backfield. Weren't able to bring him down, though. He's going to hang on to it. And really nice run there. Gain of about 7. Nope. They keep moving forward. Oh, much more than 7. Really about 11 yards. So that'll put them in the red zone. And that's tough if you're able to collapse the pocket like that. But then Duckworth was just able to make something out of nothing there.
Sub number 6 off. Keon Chapman.
They're putting number 18 in there, and he's got a lot of height. As Isaiah Gladney. Maybe they're looking for one of those. They like to put a lot of air under that ball and just hope the receivers can maybe moss it, but it really hasn't worked out. This one's going to go to Crowell, though. Big hit there from the linebacker. They'll wrap him up and bring him down after a gain of about 7.
So now they moved to second down. Okay. So he does know how to work the what do you want to call it, the play marker or whatever you want to call it. I know there's the down marker.
Yeah.
Down marker. Yep.
So just under 8 minutes. 8 minutes left in the third here.
Duckworth is still back there. I mean, Jackson's pretty confident in their scoring ability, so.
Duckworth's going to shoot across the middle. Go falling complete. Was a Davidson guy there. Wasn't able to get to it in time, though. Seemed like maybe a little bit of miscommunication. The receiver stopped before Duckworth wanted him to.
Yeah, that linebacker kind of looked like he was. I mean, looked like he was spying a little bit, but.
Yeah, zigged when he should have zagged, really. So third down here. About 5 yards to go. For a first down. He's going to hand it off to Crowell.
That's touchdown.
As a touchdown.
Yep.
And
great run.
Yeah, it didn't even look like Duckworth wanted to hand it off there. I think he wanted to hang on to it, but Crowell was like, nope, I'm taking this one.
Yeah.
And it worked.
That's not a good running back, though. I mean, make your quarterback hand you the ball. That's what he did. I mean. And they open up the second half with a touchdown, so.
Yeah.
Davidson's kind of back in that hole they were in the first half of a 10-point deficit, but that doesn't mean Davidson's out of it yet.
The extra point is up and good. That's again going to put Davidson back by a 2-score deficit, which is tough. Especially as this clock continues to, just kind of wind down. Or really not wind down yet. It's awfully early for me to be saying that. But if you're Davidson, you got to start feeling a little bit of pressure.
Well, they're definitely feeling some form of pressure. I mean, they pretty much have to score every time they get the ball with this dynamic offense they're playing. So.
Yeah. Sorry, Jane just looks like old shoeless Joe Jackson over here. Something's up. Making some adjustments.
I'm not getting banned from baseball, though, unfortunately. That's a controversy in and of itself, Steven, I think. Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yeah, maybe when you were a kid. Not so much anymore, but.
Oh, Shoeless Joe.
Yeah, that's what they called him when y'all were out at the Sandlot.
No, we called him Mike.
Okay.
I knew him, by the way, personally. He was chill.
You really called him Mike?
Yeah, but he hated me, so.
Yeah, I just wanted to do a mic check there.
Mike, yeah.
They'll return it to about the 25, maybe the 26.
Here's a little interesting fact about Shoeless Joe. His name was actually Joe, so Well, fact that people don't know about
I knew another Joe once.
Joe Mama. Ha ha
Yeah, what'd you have for to eat before this game, man?
You and I both had the same thing.
Yeah, we did, and it was delicious.
The colon cleanser.
Yeah, it'll take a toll on you.
I think it's taking a toll not on my physical well-being, but I think it kind of zaps some of the mental aspect of me a little bit.
Yeah, so Spivey to take a snap here. He's going to hand it off to Butler. He's going to drive it up the middle. Gain about 4.
Hey, 4 yards wins football games. So,
Yeah, no. I don't know. I think I agree with you. I think I'd like to see maybe a attempt to kind of put the ball in the air a little bit more. It's tough when you can only go to it when you have those long, second and third downs. They're going to hand off to Butler, but, man, great play there from number 99, Jackson.
Brandon McReynolds,
Oh, yeah.
senior defensive tackle. 28 total tackles in the season. We've talked about it a couple of times. 1 sack and 5 quarterback hurries. And once again, I have to say that 1 sack might not sound like a lot, but Jackson High School definitely plays some great quarterbacks. I mean, those of you who don't know, St. Michael's is coached by a legend of the NFL, Philip Rivers, and his son plays for St. Michael's.
Snaps low there. They're going to get it to Terrence Gray.
Ooh!
Yeah, big hit. There's a flag down, though.
I don't know what the flag is. Honestly, it was like an unnecessary roughness or something. I kind of disagree with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was really. That was a good football play. Kind of ate him up a little bit, though, to be honest with you. But we're gonna see. I think that was Laquan Weisenhunt, Scooter, as they call him.
Yeah.
I think it was. I could be wrong about that, but it looked like number 2.
Yeah, it was. That was a big play.
I don't know how this is I don't know how this would be a penalty.
I think they're waving the flag. So, nothing of it.
So yeah, if they called that for like unnecessary roughness or something, I just kind of.
I think this is 3rd down. No? No. They're going to mark it as 4th down.
All right, Riley, let's see what you can do.
Definitely need to see a great punt here because if Jackson goes up by another score, it is going to really, really hurt this offense. Got it off. Just another line of drive, but really good bounce. Nice reception there from the punt returner, but he'll be met by a wall of golden defenders. So
I think this punt returner might feel ground balls better than Alec Thomas does.
Yeah, funny thing about that, Jaden, I think probably about 3 people got your reference because I think only about 3 people actually watched that World Series.
And the funny part is, I was not one of those 3 people, and I'm an avid baseball fan, but I will say that my non-participation in the World Series was not because of either team. I like both of those teams, honestly, in the sense that, like, I'm glad that both of those made the teams made the World Series, you know. After the Braves lost, I kind of, like, wanted to punch a hole in the wall and, like, never watch the Phillies ever again. So I kind of stopped watching baseball for a minute then.
Duckworth. Quick pass there.
Oh, great pass breakup.
Yeah. Way to get a handle of the ball. And I got to say, Jaden, I think the only way for you to have watched the World Series was if the Phillies were in it. Because you probably would have watched it just to hate on them.
I probably would have, honestly. If the Phillies played the Rangers, I probably would have watched them lose. I probably would have wanted to watch them lose.
So 2nd down 10 after Davidson was able to get a hand on that ball and break up the pass attempt. Just under 6 minutes left. Duckworth looking again for that quick little in route. He's going to make a move there. He's got one guy ahead of him. They're going to get a hand on him. He's going to make a really great move, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Keon Chapman.
Yeah.
UCF. He's offer from University of Central Florida, and he can go play with the worst coach in college football history. No. No, I'm not joking about that. Gus Malzahn is terrible. But There's a reason that so many players on this team have offers, and we're seeing it right now live. This team is good. Davidson's defense is playing good. Not the second half, they're not. We said it before that Davidson could win if Coach Cawley came out with some second half adjustments that made them a little bit, that made them cling to the success they had in the first half, but it doesn't seem to be the case. I think the defense is a little stale right now.
Yeah, and the extra point is up and good. Yeah, just didn't look very light on their feet. Kind of looked a little slow there, especially on that one. I mean, you got one guy with the ball and 6 guys around him, and everyone just missed him.
It was it was a good run.
Yeah.
It was a good run.
And really great play call. I mean, all night, Duckworth has not had a lot of time in the pocket, so to get those quick screen passes to guys who are able to turn it into something like that, just great awareness from the coach.
Yeah, I think so too, and I think Davidson has to score here with 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter. It's a situation where they literally have to score.
Here comes a kickoff. Oh, man. If you look down at the bottom of your screen there, you see number 70 set on the sideline. Going to kickoff now. That is Jaden's younger brother. So,
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, we haven't got to see him get very much playing time tonight, but
You won't. You won't see him.
they're saving him for next year.
Nah, he just started football, so he's a little fresh to the game. So hopefully he'll improve some. But
yeah, well, if he plays anything like you,
we
we probably won't be able to see him.
Oh, I hope that he's better than me. I would hope. I was terrible. I was awful.
Yeah.
I was literally the worst. I remember when I moved. Here's a little story for you guys. When I first moved to Davidson, moved back to Mobile and went to Davidson, was like halfway through my junior year, and they asked me, they were like, "Hey, you play football?" I straight up was like, "You do not want me on your football team." I literally said that. I was like, "You do not want me on your football team."
Spivey's going to drop back. He'll get a quick pass out there to Butler. He's going to jump inside. Not able to get back to the line of scrimmage on the screen there, so loss of 1.
This Aggie team is definitely adapted. This is...
Yeah, it seems almost ironic how they've been able to warm up tonight.
Yeah.
Started off real slow, but they've kind of found their rhythm.
The cold Mobile weather, the harsh winters that it is in Mobile, Alabama, they're really warming up into it.
I feel like I'm at a Bills game. This one's gonna go up the middle again.
Cold enough to take someone's gloves, right, Steven?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Are you sure you want to talk about it? I think there's a little break in the action here.
No, the game's still going on. When a man has cold hands, it really affects how we can talk about a game. You don't want that to happen.
You have a point, Steven. You have a point. You gotta keep the circulation flowing. You don't want frostbite.
Yeah, no.
Commentators' worst enemy is frostbite.
Yeah, I've always heard that. Everything I've read. So, Spivey again dropping back. He's got a guy on a comeback route. That was Landon Robinson. That was a really nice play there.
Yeah, it was a great time pass.
Not enough for a first down though. So it'll bring up 4th down, 1 to go. Davidson definitely gonna go for it here. We're gonna sub in Machuca Metzner. I think we're gonna see a bit of a, kind of a compact.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna see a run in the middle.
I don't know. Maybe we see a play action like they pulled out earlier on that touchdown pass.
Oh, that's true. They might. Let's see. When you talk about frostbite, have you ever heard of the bite of 87? I mean,
that is a conversation for a different time. Oh,
yeah.
Stop there, and that hurts.
Our running up the middle has not been that successful all night. We took a risk on it. I saw it coming. Jackson saw it coming. Steven saw it coming. Jackson Stevens saw it coming all the way up in Atlanta. I don't even know where he is right now, honestly, but I'm sure he's around somewhere, right?
Yeah, gotta be. So 1st down and 10 for Jackson. And maybe Jackson kind of returning to form of what we thought they were going to look like coming out here tonight.
Yeah, this is what we expected from them. But it goes back to say though that once again, if Davidson shows some life in this game, they show some fight, then they can build on it. But if they just lay over and take this, then they might as well not even travel up to Phoenix City.
There's Crowell on the handoff. He's going to break through quite a few Davidson defenders.
That kid's special.
Yeah.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's special. But, as I was talking about before, Phoenix City is better than Jackson. And Jackson's a great football team, but Phoenix City is even better. So if Davidson doesn't show some fight here, then once again, might as well stay here in Mobile because it's going to be a long night that night.
I don't know. You got to have faith in your team. They showed up today.
I do. I have faith in this. If they play, if they fight back and they do something, I think they could win next week. But if they play the second half, they do the whole game next. If they play the whole game, they do the second half. Then.
Duckworth on an amazing pass there.
Ooh.
Big hit, but he was able to hang on to it. He's still going. I think he stepped out of bounds finally. Oh.
Probably not be one-on-one with this receiver, but it happens. It happens in every level of football. So it was just a good play by Duckworth to notice the mismatch.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that kind of elevates a quarterback like Duckworth from other high school quarterbacks you see, is being able to see those pre-snap reads and convert them into something.
Absolutely. That is, it's not on Chad Glover. Chad Glover is probably physically incapable of guarding that receiver. There's nothing on him.
Duckworth puts that ball in the air. There's two guys back there, and neither of them end up with it, so that's going to fall incomplete. And, man, that's the longest we've seen him sit around back there in a long time. He was just kind of chilling.
Seems like the defensive line isn't really getting back there anymore like they were in the first half. It might be because it's cold, but, once again, they go to Phoenix City. It's more northern than Mobile.
Yeah.
So it's probably going to be cold next week, too. So this is the ultimate warm-up game for Davidson. They might honestly have more success against Phoenix City because of this game, because they're playing someone so good.
Now it goes up to Crowell. He'll take up the middle. He's going to break quite a few tackles, and he'll prance in for the touchdown. So that is tough. You're Davidson.
That is tough. Yeah, Crowell is definitely a great player.
How many is that for him tonight?
3? Maybe 4?
Oh,
3 for sure.
Yeah.
He might have 3 this quarter.
Yeah, Davidson was able to keep him pretty silent in the first half. But not so far in the second half. I think I've always said Davidson's a fourth quarter kind of team. So, kick is up. It's good. So I'll bring score Jackson 38, Davidson 14. I'm going to go down to the sideline here with Sophia. Take it away, Sophia.
I'm here with Seth Baxter, freshman here at Davidson. Seth, what's your favorite food to get at the concessions when it's cold?
Definitely a cheeseburger because it's warm.
Make sure to go support your Davidson concessions. All profits go to the band.
All right. Yeah, that was really insightful. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I think that was a perfect explanation of that situation, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed the thoughtful response given.
Yeah, it's thought-provoking, really, in and of itself.
See, Jackson lined up to kick it.
Usually they do that after they score a touchdown.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah.
Jaden, I don't think you. Oh well, I know you weren't with us in the last game.
Right, I was
It
on
was
a
a solo. It was a solo act.
You had a solo act.
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry
And
to hear it.
When I tell you, that was the longest game of my life.
I'm sorry to hear it. I think.
You see a pooch kick there. Davidson, I think that's Terrence Gray will get it about the 25. Big hit to bring him down at about the 34.
So I think me and you meshed pretty well. And when I had to, talk a little bit in the second half, I was like, I'm missing the voice. I'm missing another person here. So I can even imagine next week, last game when it was just
Yeah.
you. That was.
I was really only gone for a play, but I probably felt like an eternity for you.
It felt like 3 eternities.
Yeah.
Like time and space itself was warped into one continuous eternity of nothingness.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
That's a common feeling.
Quick pass there, fall incomplete. Comes with 2 minutes left.
I will
third.
say that, I'll not to cut you off, but I will say that Hudson Spivey's having a pretty solid game. I mean, I wouldn't say it's great. It's great given the fact that he's coming off an injury and he's playing a team like Jackson. So he is having a great game for the expectations laid out for him. I mean, as we were talking about before, first quarter, second quarter, the offense needed Hudson Spivey out there. Coach Colley's got him out there, and he knows that he has to use him, like has to.
Yeah, that handoff to Terrence Gray at the middle results in a game by 1. And I think if there's anything Hudson is doing good at tonight, it's the drip game. He's looking pretty fly out there. He's got
I don't know what that means, Stevie. Can you explain it to me?
it's really just something kind of intuitive. If you get it, you get it. So third down here. Ooh, he's gonna bobble that one. He'll get it off in time though. Big hit. That ball's in the air. Ooh, he ate that one up. But he'll get right back up. Ooh, I don't know if we want to replay this one.
Say, put this in slow motion, Harrison. I want to see this one in ESPN live action cam.
Great play to get the ball off in time.
Yeah, his ribs are gone. His ribs are gone.
Whew. Yeah, he's going to be feeling that one in the morning, which is tough because he's going to be sitting in math class in the morning. So
that is
just, whew. Here comes McGill and his squad to punt.
So he has math class with Mr. Duke. Does that have math class with Mr. Duke?
No, he does not. Fortunately.
Maybe they'll let him ice it down because.
Nope.
I'm not gonna lie, Steven. If I had to play this game, especially after that, might be like, "Oh no, I am sick and it's not coming to school tomorrow."
There's a flag down on the 30 there. And yeah, no, he's got to wake up and do a review on logarithms and exponential and logistic functions. So
that sounds like a living nightmare, Steven. I would not wish that upon my worst enemy.
Yeah, don't worry, I don't have to do that tomorrow. So
I mean, I do feel sorry for Jackson. I mean, they're gonna go home excited, and I'm sure tomorrow they're gonna be. Now, if you don't know a little thing about Jackson, is they are a very small town, very football-oriented town. Those teachers are probably not going to make them do any work tomorrow. Whereas Hudson Spivey is definitely going to do some logarithm work tomorrow morning.
Yeah, test on Monday, so be ready. That handoff comes. That's number 22. Jeremiah McKenzie. He's kind of been their backup. You know, deficit like this, you probably have a little bit of faith in your team, want to save them for this upcoming playoff game next week. So kind of just want to start conserving your energy.
Yes. But at the same time, they have something to prove from a...
Ooh, that ball's going to fly around. I think Davidson... Oh, nope. I think somehow Duckworth ended up with it.
I think I have no idea what just happened, to be honest.
Saw the handoff. Looked like neither guy wanted to hang on to it, or they both did. So the ball ended up in the air, bounced around, it slipped through the legs of a defender. And yeah, Duckworth went back up and grabbed it. He wanted some more yards there, but they brought him down.
Nutmeg the defender. Was that Lionel Messi?
Yeah. Slipped it right through his legs. So third down here. Clock's going to start to run again. I think it'll probably end our quarter. Unless they get a snap off.
Nah, they're probably just going to choose in the quarter.
Yeah.
After that last play,
Yeah, so I think that is going to do it for our quarter. The end of the third quarter, Jackson's up 38-14. It's not looking great for Davidson. But if you're Coach Colley, there are definitely things that you can, start to point out to your squad and just tell them, if you want to succeed against Phoenix City, these are what you have to do. And I think most of the things he's going to point out are going to come from the first quarter. You saw a couple of great defensive stops, 2 amazing plays from Nick Perkins.
Yeah.
And he's able to strip the ball from Jackson's hands and resulted, I think, did both of them result in a score or only one of them?
I don't know, actually. I know the fumble did, obviously. The fumble recovery, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Coach Colley kind of walked off the team a little early. That's kind of strange.
Davidson's going to line up on the third down here. About 8 yards to go.
Yeah, this game has slowed down a lot since the first quarter.
Yeah. They'll motion that slot receiver across. Fake the handoff. Oh, new guy in there, quarterback. He's going to make a nice move. Another nice cut. And there's another nice cut. He's still going. He's going to almost try to slide past the Davidson defender. Unfortunately, there is a flag way on back at about the 40. So that one maybe come back. And that's tough. That was number 5, Junior Payne. He was a junior. So he's going to get some playing time tonight, and that's tough. You get to come out first play, just make an amazing run like that, and it's going to get called back.
Well, I mean, here's some positives. I don't know if you remember from the beginning of the broadcast, Steven, especially I don't know if the viewers remember or not, but we talked about some of Jackson's highlights. Their offense is averaging 43 points a game, which I will pretty much guarantee that they're going to get again. I mean, it's pretty much a given at this point. But here's the kicker. They've only given up double-digit points once this season. Only once.
I think now it's twice.
They've given up 7 or fewer points in 7 of their 8 games, and they held 2 of them as shutouts. Their opponents average 6.25 points a game, and theirs has got 14.
Screen pass there is going to result in a huge gain. They'll finally bring him down at about the 50. So Payne had he had a hand in his face, but was able to get the ball off in time and resulted in a big play.
We've got a lot of positions on our roster right here, but Junior Payne listed as a quarterback too. He's playing quarterback right now, but you would imagine he's not going to get much playing time in that position with a guy like Duckworth.
Yeah, no. Well, I don't know. I mean, when they've been winning games, how they have been all season. Maybe another. I think it was another flag back there, so that'll move me even farther back. Ref comes out here to tell us the call.
Block in the back. That'll take it back all the way.
And that's another big gain just brought back by a penalty. So a really, really, really long way to go. Third down here.
I mean, there's a lot of positives for Davidson in this game, and I mean, The second half's been a negative. The whole second half's been a negative.
Yeah.
But I kind of felt like that was going to happen, Steven. I just kind of felt like that they weren't going to be able to hold the same intensity that this break would.
There's another run up the middle. He's going to make a nice move there. He's at the 40. He is taking off down that sideline. It looks like a jet. There's no one that's going to be able to stop him. He's at the 5, and that's a touchdown. Touchdown Aggies
EJ
on a huge run.
EJ Crowell.
Oh, man. Yeah.
EJ Crowell.
I was wondering. I was like, who is that kid?
Oh,
we know who he is.
We know who he is. Jackson knows who he is. For sure. I bet there's a lot of Aggies that are very happy right now with their young freshman EJ.
Yeah. Krause says, say my name. And, golly.
I think we've been saying his name enough. I think he needs to go sit on the. He might need to go sit on the sideline for a minute to let some other people get some touches in. Because obviously he doesn't need this many yards. He doesn't need that many.
Man, when I tell you that dude started treading grass at about that 50-yard line, man, there wasn't a dude in this stadium that could have stopped that guy. That was just pure speed.
I think I could have stopped him. If he gave you about a 75-yard head start, I think I could have stopped him.
I don't know.
He might have trucked
Jaden, you're a big Braves fan, so you'll get this reference. I think it probably would have looked about like most of the dudes trying to take on the freeze.
No, I would have needed like a way more exorbitant head start, like the point where like I'm pretty much at the finish line already. Like I might have stopped him if you got me on the 3-yard line, and like he has to run into me to like get to the end zone because he can easily just like shift the direction like up by like an inch, and I'm not have to end up arm tackling him, and my arm's gonna like burst, and my elbow's gonna be like out of socket, and my ligaments aren't gonna work anymore. You would have had to have made him run me over, and even then, I don't think I'm stopping him.
Oh yeah, that was something. So that brings our score: Jackson 45, Davidson 14. 10.5 minutes left in the fourth. And golly, if you only tuned in for the second half of this game, you really just don't have the same feel because that really the first quarter for Davidson just felt so different.
Steven, I think I compared it to South Carolina, Georgia. Remember when I did that? When I compared it to South Carolina, Georgia?
Yeah.
I think it's literally what it is. I think it's literally okay, I don't think Davidson outplayed Jackson in the first half. I think it was a pretty even matchup. I think Jackson was probably the better team on offense. I think our defense was better than their defense. But yeah, this second half has been a nightmare for the Warriors. I mean, as you see on the sound back in the back, they have Aggie fever. I wish it was contagious. I wish we could get some Aggie fever and score some points. Because
for Aggie fever, you need more cowbell.
No, maybe, possibly. I think you probably need one of the their namesake college, the Aggies. I think you need like the yell leaders with the overalls.
Oh yeah,
Steven, that is perfect. That's what you're doing next week
man,
for Phoenix City.
That was a nice pass there for Spivey, but I think this is gonna be a pass for me.
I think Spivey would appreciate you, his friend, getting out there in overalls and being the yell leader for him.
Yeah, that one may end up in the group chat. So, second down here. Nice, really nice quick pass from Spivey. He's going to hang on to this one.
Uh-oh.
He's going to have to hold on this one. Pocket just collapsed in on him. Didn't have time to get it out. So
not much you can do.
Loss of about 3. Bring him second down, about 6 to go.
I think it's been a long time since someone said the quarterback for Davidson is a bright spot. But I do think that Hudson Spivey's shown a lot of promise this game.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do when you're being rushed by 4 senior defensive linemen and then you have a 5-star cornerback against you.
Got the comeback route there. That was a nice grab. Well, really, both guys hanging on to it. They're going to call it a reception. That was number 13, Jadrick Jowers, on the reception. Just over 9 minutes left. I think Coach Colley would definitely like to see a score here, even though it's not going to put them back in this game. It's nice to be able to have things that you can kind of emphasize to your squad, like this is what we need to do.
I agree completely.
Oh, he's got Jowers coming down the sideline. I think there's a hold right through his flag, so
I think that might have been a holding.
holding on the defense.
Now, oh, they're not going to call it.
No, he threw his.
I think they're just not even going to worry about it.
Maybe they're calling it uncatchable, but
No, I don't want to like give Hudson Spivey too much credit. I don't think he saw there like be a little bit of. Personally, I do think it was a whole. I think the game's too far away from the call. I think they just don't care anymore. Like honestly, I think they're past the point of trying to be a little harsh with. Oh, that's a good run.
there's a handoff to Derek Butler. He's coming down sideline. He's going to cut inside. He's going to make a nice move there. He's got one guy in front of him. Oh, he just had a little bit too much hesitation. They caught back up, brought him down from the shoelaces.
I see a flag right here at the bottom of your screen, bottom right. You can see a flag come out.
Ooh, yep. That one may be coming back.
Oh, it's holding. It's definitely holding on somebody.
Ooh, do they have to stop the clock on a holding call?
They might be doing a running clock.
No, that clock stopped.
I will say once again, a little insider information. Jackson played, I don't know who last week. I don't remember. Their game was about an hour and a half long. I think at the end of the first half, it was like some insane score that they just had a running clock in the second half. But literally did not care. So, that's a holding in the backfield. That's
Whew.
the war. It's just like a different. It's like they went into the locker room this like really good Warriors team. And then they came out this like week 1 Warrior squad that like made a bunch of mistakes and stuff.
Oh man, big pass there. He
Oh,
he almost caught it. There is a flag though. Number 8.
see the street play. I hope they get a good
Quarterback
angle on the
there.
street play. Oh, it's a false start, I think.
Well,
maybe
the
not,
flag
maybe
came
not.
in late over
They
there.
did come in late.
But watch this catch or non-catch. Look, he got him over the head.
Oh,
Number 8.
I think it's an illegal touching.
Oh,
I think he stepped out of bounds first.
yeah. Number 8. You got mossed right there. Practically.
By the way, number 8 is Juicy Gordon, the 5-star cornerback. So
Yeah, well, I guess you don't get a name like Juicy without having a little bit of swagger.
So just to remind everybody at home, the offers that Jackson are looking at. Juicy Gordon's got Auburn, Georgia, Tennessee, Penn State, South Carolina, Arkansas. And then that's on defense, but offense, the freshman running backs already got Ole Miss, Arizona, and Oregon. Like, those are 3 big, huge schools that I would imagine that this running back is going to succeed at the next level. I mean,
Oh yeah.
second and 1, so it's not too bad of a call. I don't know what call it was. I wasn't paying attention, to be honest with you.
8.5 minutes left as Spivey takes the second down snap here. Gonna hand off to Derek Butler up the middle. He's gonna get met right at that line. He's still pushing forward. They'll drag him after he gets enough for the first down.
Do a little bit of in-game research and see what the score was last year. See how.
Yeah, usually we're able to talk about the matchups we have coming up tomorrow, but I don't think there's so much happening. But this weekend got a big game coming up, Alabama and LSU, so we'll see how that one turns out. Spivey rolling out to his right. He's got the out route there. Nicely placed.
All right, Steven, would you like to guess the score of last year's game?
Did we broadcast that game?
I don't. No, it was at Jackson.
Oh, all right. 33-3.
It was 14
Okay.
to 44.
Oh my goodness.
So
Wow. Well, hopefully it ends up that way with this one.
I don't think it's going to end up that way.
Spivey, quick pass. He got driven to the floor there by number 99.
This is not the no fun league, Steven. This is real football out here.
Oh, yeah, all right.
Hard-nosed
When you're
football.
going to call it one way, you probably ought to call it the other, but never mind. So, third down here.
I don't think Hudson Spivey's committed to the University of South Carolina. That might help you to get some calls at the end of the day. I wonder, is no. A little inside refresher from you, Steven. Is Hudson looking at any? Is he getting any interest from colleges yet?
And, yeah, I was sitting in history class the other day, and he was like, Coach Duke, I got to step outside. Nick Saban's calling me up on the phone.
Oh, Nick Saban,
Yeah.
word.
Yeah. It was actually like a group FaceTime. It was Hudson, Nick Saban, and Deion Sanders was in there.
Hudson
So,
on the Aflac commercial.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, he was the goat or the buffalo. Was he the buffalo or the goat?
No, he was the duck.
That makes sense. That does make sense. But Duck is not representative of his passes though. He does a tight spiral sometimes.
Yes,
Never a duck.
sometimes.
Never a duck. Never a duck.
So, what other matchups we got coming up this Saturday?
I really think the big one's Alabama LSU. I think that's the one people are really fixated on.
Yeah. Oh man, we haven't looked back at the South Alabama Troy game. 11 minutes 47 seconds left before Troy has the ball. They're up 14-10. So that's definitely a game to watch. Don't turn away from this one though.
Yeah.
It's about to turn into something. I have a feeling.
About to make a bold prediction here.
Uh-oh.
I think Davidson's gonna lose.
That's
No.
a hot take right there.
I think. Yeah, I said before the game once again to everybody that if Davidson loses by 50, but can bring some stuff away from next week, it's a win. I think they found some stuff to bring away, and I think it's.
Yeah. Ooh, Missouri, Georgia. That's an interesting matchup there.
It could be going Brady Cook.
They'll bring him down after a gain nor a loss. Excuse me, of nothing. So 4th down, I think Davis is going to keep their offense on the field here, so definitely got to go for it. Yeah, but I think that Missouri-Georgia matchup's pretty interesting. Missouri, they've been a pretty good team this
What
year.
are they ranked now? Are they ranked like 13th
12th?
or something like that?
12th.
Oh yeah, they're right before LSU. That's right.
Yeah, and Georgia has not looked as good as people thought they would. As Spivey keeps it there. Quick pass.
Ooh.
The Aggies were all over that one.
Yeah, it's a blown play. Nothing Spivey could do. Nothing anyone could do really.
So turnover on downs. 6.5 minutes to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, Missouri, they have a chance to beat Georgia. I really do think so. We know that Brady Cook is pretty good. But, I mean, on a little more somber note, with 6.5 minutes left, I think it's time to address the unfortunate aspect of this game, and that's the seniors' last home game has to end like this. But
Yeah. Well, at least they do get one more game to kind of show up against Central Phoenix. City.
Absolutely. And, I mean, with a record like this, when they beat Central Phoenix City, I don't think they're going to get a home field advantage the whole playoffs. I don't think they're going to play at home if they beat them.
So this is freshman quarterback Trey Morgan in here taking the snaps. So he's going to get some reps in.
Well, I mean, at least they get to say that they played against some SEC talent. They're going to be able to tell their college mates at the next level. Or maybe even after that. Maybe they'll have some kids that are 3 or 4 years old or something like that, or 5 maybe. Because, I mean, you got to think that this Duckworth he's a sophomore.
Yeah.
E.J. Crowell is a freshman. Like, by the time they're seniors in high school, in college, I mean, that's like 7 years down the line. So these players might have a young child. They'll be like, hey, I played against that kid in high school. And he might be, I mean, Landon Duckworth seems like he's going to be a pretty good talent in the SEC, but I know E.J. Crowell is going to tear up something in college. He's going to tear something up.
Yeah.
Because the SEC is the SEC, but he better go to the Big Crimson in Tuscaloosa, though, if he wants to do that. We'll take him. I'll take him.
So 3rd down. Run it down the sideline there, man. Did you catch his number there?
I did not.
Number 26. Galvin Jackson. He's listed as a wide receiver. He's a junior. So he's going to get some reps in.
Everybody eats, Steven. Everybody eats.
Oh, yeah. It's always nice to help a brother out.
I'm sure that bus ride back. How far is Jackson? 45 minutes? Probably a little farther than that, maybe.
Yeah. And they rode in on the cheese wagons. So it's going to be a chilly ride home.
Oh, absolutely it is.
Yeah. But those are always kind of the funnest.
Not when you lose by 45,
Well,
but
hopefully Davidson isn't getting any cheese wagons after this one. Dang, good stop in the backfield there for number 33, Nick Perkins. We've called his name plenty of times tonight. Yeah, that is one of the positives of having your home stadium.
I do feel for the schools who don't have a home stadium. So back when I went here, we played at Ladd, and it was kind of it lacked what we have now. I think what we have now is definitely a home. I wouldn't call it an advantage, but a home field feeling. Like they're playing for something. I mean, looking at the D in the middle of the field definitely means something. Like even in a loss like this, you're looking at the Davidson logo and you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely makes you feel something.
Well, it makes you. I don't know. When you're at Ladd, and it's this field, this big field that's usually empty at that point.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think we're pretty fortunate to not be at Ladd anymore.
Or Baker, for that matter.
Oh, yeah.
That's even worse looking at the Baker logo in your home games. That's even worse.
Yeah, not being a Baker or not being a Baker anymore definitely was a positive for us here at the Warrior Built Network. We aren't freezing in that booth, so.
Up on the top. Oh
yeah.
my goodness. And then we had to take the boxes down. See,
Oh, man. No, we don't need to talk about that anymore because that is just bad memories.
that just made me shudder.
Yeah.
That's my Vietnam flashback. That was. But no
fourth
camera
down
cam.
and 16 for Jackson here. I think they're going to keep their offense. Just want to get as many reps in as they can, I guess.
Yeah, and the coaches next to us are packing their stuff up. So Jackson's definitely moving to like free form offense of, hey, just play some plays.
Pooch punt there. That one's up. That was a pretty good kick. He had to get it off pretty fast. Just under 2 minutes. Just under 2 minutes left.
All right, so seeing this game, Steven, how are you liking Davidson's odds against Phoenix City? Or Central Phoenix City?
I don't think I'm liking them too well, but I mean, hey. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to broadcast them. I think we're seeing a little Spivey come out there. Uh-oh. Let's see what he can do.
That's Lil Spivey.
Yeah, it's
Little Spivey.
Micah out there.
Well, might as well get him. I hope he doesn't get destroyed.
And I handed it up the middle. That was a really good run there.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
never mind.
I think they give him forward progression on that one, though.
Is that the instant commentator's curse? That's the first time I've ever seen that one. Like, instantaneous. Like, I think that's a pretty good run. Instantly gets drugged back 5 yards.
Yeah, so clock should continue to run. Oh, please. Yeah,
Let
there it is.
Let Little Spivey throw the ball.
Oh, yeah. Well, we've seen him. We've seen him put the ball in the air.
Yeah, we've seen him do
a couple times. You keep it on the ground, though. And you catch the number who's in there at running back?
I think it's
number 23.
There is a number 25, so obviously I am a little special.
Deshaun Nash. That you are, Jaden. That you are.
It is number 23. A little smaller. He's definitely on the smaller side, but
he's a
sophomore.
Sophomore,
so
yeah.
we all can't be E.J. Crowell, you know.
Yeah, definitely all can't be Stephen Dukes when we're in that age, so. I'll hand it off to him again. He's going to end around the line there. Took a big hit, kind of ate it up. Just way to.
He's got some heart to him.
Yeah,
I like that.
So I don't think we're going to see another nope, like a 1 second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So I think we'll probably have to see one more snap from Spivey. As this game comes to a close, well, I guess I'll wait a second. You know, you never know what can happen and over till the proverbial lady sings. So, but
Well, Steven, here's a little fun fact for you. Did you know that out of 32.6 million flights, only 5 of them are fatal crashes?
that sounds great. So my chances are looking good.
You want the percentage on that one?
Nah. Maybe not. Not tonight. But yeah, as this one is over, probably not the ending. Well, definitely not the ending Coach Colley wanted
No.
to see. But a pretty good start for everyone here at Davidson. That's going to do it for us this season, Jaden. We didn't think about that. The tears are now rolling in the booth, but we'll be back for basketball, and we're hopefully going to get to do some soccer games too.
You definitely want to
but
tune
yeah.
in to see Steven Duke commentate soccer. I don't think he knows what
Oh,
a
yeah.
free kick is. So.
That's when they don't have to pay for it. But
they don't. Okay.
But yeah, so I think that's going to do it for the Warrior Built Network for the 2023 football season. So this is Stephen Duke and Jane Gady signing off. We'll see you guys later.